Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Condi. So today we're uploading the first episode of my Patreon campaign, Apotheosis. This is a tale of Rumi, Thanatos, and Peter. 3 adventurers who set out into the world to destroy blights, creatures created by the energy of the gods that cause havoc everywhere they go. Each of them has their own reason for seeking out these gods and destroying their creation. Some who wish to see the world free of their reign, and others who wish to rule instead of them. And also Peter Sqloint. This has been a really fun campaign to run and play through, and I'm so happy with the final product. And I am here to say right now that this campaign is ending over on Patreon 1 week from now on Wednesday. So it will technically be the first ever Just Roll With It campaign to ever have a conclusion, and I don't think you want to miss out on that. This is the only episode of this campaign that will be going up. I've dumped my heart and soul into it, and I really hope you like it. I was really nervous through this entire episode, though, so if you look at me like, damn, Condi's nervous, then yeah, I really was, because I'd never DM'd before. But, you know, I kind of grew into it over time, and I think it turned out great, and I really hope you enjoy this, because I think that it's epic. Okay, anyways, enjoy the episode. Thank you for watching. You're awesome. Bye-bye. Charlie, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready, dude. I've been ready my whole life.
Welcome to my campaign. Unnamed as of yet. Running title's still kind of Apotheosis. Don't know if I'm gonna stick with that.
No, say it like you mean it, bro. Say it like you mean it directly into the mic.
Okay.
Apotheosis.
The running title so far is Apotheosis. Just roll with it, Apotheosis. It's a cool sounding word. What does it mean? Don't Google it.
What does it mean? Don't know, don't care. It's got enough syllables.
Doesn't matter.
Checks all the boxes, baby.
Just sounds cool.
Condi, I am so excited to be here, man. I have been waiting to play in your campaign, no matter what it is, for such a fucking long time.
Man, I've been planning this one for the last, like, 2 to 3 months. Mind you, most of the footwork has been done in the last 3 weeks because I'm stupid and I like to do all the work much closer to the deadline than I really should.
Because you're an artist.
Yes,
bro.
Yes, I'm an artiste.
Because you're an artist. You can't control when inspiration hits, and sometimes it hits 10 minutes before we go live, and that's okay.
This episode's a little different. I'm gonna be doing one-on-one sessions with each of the boys. Obviously, here's Charlie first. And we're just gonna kind of go with it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Yes, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a good time. I'm looking forward to seeing your character.
Oh, me too, man. Me too.
Oh,
what a fun way to start it off with my guy.
With your guy, it's surely the best. Sure, listen, I don't tell everybody this, but surely your character's the best one.
Oh, wow, you really mean that, dude?
Yeah, I totally mean that.
That's crazy. That's actually the one thing that I've been trying to avoid. Because he is definitely not. But yeah, man, whenever you're ready, just hit us off here. It's fun to do these one-on-ones. We haven't done these in so long.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, I think I'm about...
Just picture Grizzly and Bizly screaming in the background right now. I'm just hearing like slaps in the back of my mind, just Bizly's hands on bald people. No one's lighting a match right now, which is weird.
That's strange, yeah, no, it's just the sound of flame being ignited.
I miss it.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
We spend most of our lives blind to the sense of normalcy that we all take for granted. The routine we have each morning: wake up, make bed, brush teeth, eat breakfast, go to work. Things just kind of seem to stay the same. Until one day they aren't. Proveris, a land that is born of and lives for the gods. It is something that has worked its way into every aspect of Bavarian life. Most notably, though, is how their leadership forms around it. Every 5 years, 7 people of exceptional standard are selected by the gods. These people are known as the Chosen, and are granted exceptional magical power, along with the responsibility of leading their nation. This brings us to today. In the capital city of Rons, and the cat tail in my... I'm gonna kick her out of my room.
A beast!
In the capital city of Rons, I'm now a full DM with cat on his chest.
Dude. If you stroke a little slower and like more deliberate with the fingers, you'll be set.
In the capital city of Ron's, celebration has sprung in its sandy streets as we've begun the first day of the rite of choosing. Children are excitedly dragging their parents towards the royal courtyard. Mom, come on, we have to go. Oh, she has to go. Oh God, don't really.
That's fucking
she's
perfect.
Destroying everything. The patrons get cat content for just a moment. That's fine.
Dude, that is exclusive, man.
That's
you
exclusive.
cannot get that for free.
Nope, that's not for free. Yeah, I know. Come on, let's go. She kind of like pulls him along the streets where there's vendors left and right, people just playing at little booths. You know, there's a man swinging a hammer down on a strength test, stuff like that. And as we continue to go down the street, we stop on a rather drab building, large with rounded edges and just a massive entrance where the sounds of rocks clunking against other rocks just can be heard from inside. As we go inside, we see a pair of hands hastily grabbing colored rocks from one larger pile and sorting them and just separating them into other similarly colored rock piles.
All different shades of gray, yes.
All different shades, different colored. As we pan up his body from his arms, we see a young, discontented man. Charlie, if you would describe your character, please.
My character's name is Peter Sqloint. He is a man with brown hair that falls down into a bowl cut with just these glasses and this tomato kind of nose, just looking down at these rocks, sorting them. He's got kind of pasty, chalky skin, and his eyes are just a sort of brown, and he's just doing his job. Granite, slate, granite, quartz, slate, granite.
Hey, Peter,
Slate.
working hard or hardly working over there?
What? Are you talking? You're talking to me?
Yeah, he punches you really hard across the shoulder, like a solid hit.
My
Who else
sorting
am I talking to?
arm.
Everybody's
My
already gone
sorting
home.
Oh, was this? I thought this was the extra shift day.
Listen, you've been working on this pile of rocks for the last 4 hours.
Slate, granite.
You don't need to name
Quartz.
them as you separate them. Okay, this is becoming a very real issue. Your coworker, he's a very gruff and grizzled man, very built, a nice sort of goatee, just very a more like shaved down goatee. It doesn't go far past the chin, with longer hair that kind of goes down his shoulders. Listen, I've got places I need to be, okay? And you're keeping me here.
Then go, granite.
No, I can't leave without.
Slate.
I need to lock up.
There's this pile of rocks has granite, slate, and quartz in it, and you want me to leave. It has been 11 hours and 45 minutes, and I'm on a 12-hour shift. I'm sorry, I'll go.
Listen, man, don't you want to go to the rite of choosing? I mean,
wait, that's
the
today.
Rite of choosing. That's happening.
Oh, how soon? I gotta feed my lizard.
Oh my God. He looks down at his non-existent watch. There's no watches in this world.
What are you doing?
I'm telling the time. I can tell by the hairs on my skin. Yeah, it's about 4:45.
I look down at the hairs on my... That's incredible. Hey, you're going places. You know, not everyone can do that. Seriously,
I appreciate that.
You gotta bust that out. Make something off of that.
Listen, Peter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you sort through the last of these rocks, okay?
Oh, you don't mean it.
Listen, you have your pet lizard, I have a wife and children.
Okay, I know, but listen, to the untrained eye, these rocks may all look like the exact shade of porous, rough gray, but I'll teach you. I'll teach you the ways. So this is granite, this is slate.
Yeah, okay,
this is
quartz,
slate.
granite, slate, granite, quartz, granite. He starts.
I don't feel so well. I don't feel so well. Oh no.
No, come on, you gotta help me out here.
They're gonna let me go. Oh man. All right. Quartz, slate, granite.
No, you're too invaluable.
Do you really mean that? He starts to cry.
He puts his hand on your shoulder.
No one's ever said that before. I don't even know your name. No one's ever said that before.
I'm your boss. It's me, Trevor.
Trevor. Thank you, Trevor.
Listen.
What am I rolling?
We're gonna dock your pay.
Cry again.
Roll a sleight of hand for getting through all this stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get through it all. Here we go. 19, baby.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, holy
Trevor,
shit.
why okay.
Wait, I've never seen somebody separate minerals with such intensity before.
Oh, it's all right. How much are you docking my pay by?
No.
No, I'll go home and
Peter.
tell my lizard that
I'm gonna raise your
only
pay.
be
You're
able to
getting
get him
an extra
6
silver.
crickets. An extra silver.
Yep. Consider it the right of choosing bonus.
Wow. How do you really mean it, Trevor? Wait, is it like is it a silver every day or a silver one time now?
It's just 1 silver right now.
Oh,
he pulls a
thanks,
silver out of his
Trevor.
pocket and he places it in your palm and like folds your fingers over it. You spin that well, kid. You spin that well.
Okay. So I'm all done now, Mr. Trevor. Sorry, what's your last name?
Trevor Schmickle.
Mr. Schmickle, can I go?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Thanks.
gonna lock up and head over to the courtyard.
Okay, so is my pay being docked, or was that like a
No, you got a bonus. You got a
super off-color? Okay,
I was trying to motivate you. You know how it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
you did great today, pal. You know,
Hey,
keep that up, and maybe you'll be the master sorter by the end of the year.
Whoa, you really mean it? Will I really be able to use the ultra grabber?
Oh, the ultra grabber is yours for the taking. And
Oh,
as long
no
as John
way.
is, he's kind of getting up there in age. He's ready to retire, I think.
Oh,
Forcibly or not, you know how it is.
John's good. John's cool.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, bye. And he closes the door behind you and starts locking up the shop and stuff. As
What
you
a
head
nice
out
guy, Mr. Schmeckle.
into the
What a good
jubilant
guy.
streets of Ron's. What do you want to do? Do you want to go home or?
I want to go home and feed my lizard.
Okay. All right. As you're walking along the streets to your house, the streets are sort of a rustic vibe, very, very like, I don't know how to describe the city besides like desert town, like almost arid, yes. Like the arid streets, the buildings they look like they're made of like mud, but like dried mud, that kind of shit, you know? But it's very fancy, lots of colors in the street. You see a lot of purple, red, green. Off to the side, you smell roasted lizard, which is really funny because I had that.
Oh no.
I had that written before you told me you
man.
had a lizard.
I hope my lizard doesn't see this.
And people at different booths kind of just enjoying themselves as they wait for the right of choosing for this grand speaker to take the stage at the royal courtyard.
I go and I use my silver to buy a couple crickets to feed my lizard.
That's so nice. They're all live. Yeah,
Good.
hey,
Yeah.
crickets. Yeah.
How much are the crickets now?
2 silver.
Oh. Can I have 1 silver my boss gave to me. Can I have half a cricket?
He looks at the cricket. You know, it's on the house today. You're my best customer. Not many people
Aw.
buying crickets these days.
Well, I need them for my lizard.
Yeah, lizard. He kind of scoots the roasted lizard on a stick off to the side. How's your lizard doing, anyways?
He's good. He yesterday he laid on his log for 6 hours and got up and then drank water. And after that, He looked at me for 25 minutes and went back to his log. Just a little guy, so much personality. I wish everyone could maybe be more like my lizard.
He sounds so incredible.
Yeah. Thank you for this cricket.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, enjoy the day. You know.
Thank you.
Don't be in too much of a hurry now. And as you keep going, you hear people shouting, just like, "Hey, throw some wings! Throw some rings! Get a plushie! Get a plushie!
Some rings! Get a plushie!"
And then the man kind of grabs your arm from behind. He's like, "Hey, you look like strong little men."
Oh,
and
I'm not.
He has a strength test there. Come on, take a swing.
Are you sure? I'm really, actually really weak.
Not.
My muscles have mostly atrophied. Are you sure?
Listen, it only cost 1 silver to take 1 swing.
Oh, man. Wait. I have this 1 silver my boss gave me because I got a cricket for free from the other guy. Everyone is so nice today.
Oh, yes, I take that. He grabs it out of your hand.
Oh. That was my first bonus ever. Okay.
No, he hands you a hammer. It's exceptionally heavy. You have trouble keeping it in the air.
I need to hit this. I need to hit this thing.
Yes, just swing down, little man, as hard as can.
Okay. All right. Sqloint. Okay,
roll strength.
Strength? I have -2, bro.
Yes.
I got a 2, so 0. Ow! My joints! My joints! My elbows and knees and grease in between.
You managed to inch the hammer onto the little panel, and the little thing goes up like an inch, and it starts glowing on the one that you hit, which is less than dirt.
Look, it's glowing.
Wow. You were not lying when you said you are weak little men.
It says I'm less than dirt. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me, mister.
You are sad and pathetic. Eat more protein.
Okay, but it's all lizards.
That is the protein of choice in this city, yes.
And all the other protein I gotta save for my lizard. I live a very lizard-centered life. Hey, I gotta go.
Okay.
But thank you for everything.
Yes, thank you for the silver. He pockets it.
Will I see you around ever?
No.
Okay.
I never want to see you again. You disgust me.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Yes.
Well, my name is Peter Sqloint.
He pushes you away.
I fall over.
Skedaddle. I have other customers.
The cricket hops out of my hand. Oh man.
What an awful day for Peter Sqloint.
That's okay. You just gotta get up, dust yourself off, go home and feed your lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Try and find a nice sort of after work place to sit and do a hobby.
At this point, as you're walking down the streets towards your house, they're starting to get more quiet as people are gathering towards the royal courtyard to see who is the first chosen.
Oh man, I really want to see who's the first chosen. Oh, my lizard's gonna be really hungry right about now.
Yeah, you have time to go home.
I gotta go quick. Surely. I gotta go quick and feed my lizard. I gotta go fast.
Problem,
what?
You don't have anything to feed your lizard. You lost your cricket.
Oh, I lost my cricket. Oh no. Oh, I start asking people. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Have you seen about this tall, like half an inch little cricket? I dropped him earlier. I'm gonna go feed him to my lizard, and I don't know where it went. And I spent all my only money I've ever gotten from my boss on it, and then please.
You're talking to an 8-year-old boy.
You're right about the cricket level that you can maybe see it hopping around. You must have seen it somewhere.
I don't have a cricket. I've not seen one either. But I do have. He goes into his pocket and he pulls out a bunch of pocket lint and he just has a pile of worms. These are my worms. This one's Jeremy. This one's Jeffrey. Oh, this one's Alexander.
I was gonna ask if I could have one,
You
but
want
you
them?
named them all. No, you named them all. It just doesn't feel right anymore.
Okay, 1 second. He starts digging around in the ground like a fucking wild dog.
What are you doing down there?
You said you wanted worms, right?
I guess, yeah.
Who am I to let a fellow worm lover?
Thank you so much. They're fine.
Wow. And he grabs one by the tail end and it just like stretches out of the ground.
Wow,
look at this one. This is a big one.
Are you sure you don't want to keep that worm? That's a really good worm.
No, I've already got. He goes into his pocket again, pulls out the largest goddamn worm you've ever seen.
That's impressive.
It's green and purple and covered in sugar.
Oh, it's a gummy worm.
I've already got Jamie.
You keep that in the pocket with the regular other worms?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's fine.
What do you mean?
Listen,
This is a regular other worm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go.
No, wait, take this worm. I don't need any more, please.
Okay, I thank you. What's your name, kind child that gave me a worm?
Yeah, my name is Osfrey.
Osfrey. Listen.
Osfrey the Second, son of Osfrey the Great.
Well, thank you, Osfrey the Second, for this big juicy worm. And if there's anything I can ever do to repay you for making my day so much better, probably the best one in a long time, I would love to. But
You're
now I gotta. I just turn and walk away.
Hey mom, there's a weird man. He stole a worm from me.
No, I give him back the worm. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry.
Osfrey, what did I tell you about collecting worms? But mom, I love them. They're my favorite. They're just little babies.
He's gonna be a great worm collector one day. I'm sorry for saying anything. I'm sorry for speaking about your child. I'm gonna go.
She just doesn't really acknowledge you.
Yeah. I'm wormless. I'm cricketless. I try to recall the strategy that child used, and I start digging in the sand for worms.
Go ahead and do a nature check. Or...
Just like shifting through rocks. That's gonna be a 9.
You start digging through the sand and dirt underneath of you, and it starts hurting your fingers really badly.
Oh.
But you look around in there, and you do find, thankfully, since there are plentiful worms in this area, another worm scurrying around on the ground.
Do lizards even eat worms?
Yeah, they eat like inchworms. I'm
Who
sure
was
they
that?
don't eat bigger worms.
Yeah, okay. My lizard's gonna love this. I go home with my worm, having been battered and beaten.
Your fingers a little bit bloodied from scraping through goddamn dirt.
Anything for
stone.
my lizard. Anything.
And you arrive at your house. It's nothing crazy. It's a quaint little condo kind of deal.
It is a small to below mid-sized kind
bachelor,
of apartment.
Yeah, bachelor. Only one room. The bathroom doesn't even have a door.
Yeah. So the things you see in this room is, one, there's a small pile of special rocks, but not special enough to have been sorted, but special enough that he took home. There's obviously the glass container with the lizard, and you see he has like this little painter's setup in the corner where he's working on this still life of just a blue mug against a gray background. And as you look around the house, there's like 8 other paintings of the same blue mug. I gotta get it right before I can move on to the bigger stuff. Hi, lizard. That's the name of his lizard. And he goes over and he takes the worm and he puts it in the glass container and watches the lizard.
The lizard, he kind of like pokes around at it with his nose a little bit.
Come on, please.
And then he opens his mouth wide and takes a big old chomp out of this worm.
Oh, score for Peter Sqloint. Let's go. This is the best day I've had in forever. Oh man.
he finishes up his meal and
Yes.
drinks a little bit of water and lies down on the paltry little stick you have him.
Hey,
for him.
I'm working on getting you a new log, Lizard. I promise. As soon as I get another bonus.
He sticks his tongue out at you just a
It
little
took
bit.
3 years for this one, but this next one, I know it's coming.
And as you're sitting there, looking down into your lizard's little glass, you hear a sound ring through your eyes. Through your eyes.
my eyes. Oh God! Help me!
Oh, yeah.
Lizard, do you hear that? Do you hear that? Like a man is in my house moaning at me. I pick up a rock.
Oh,
What? Hey, intruder, show yourself. I've sorted a lot of rocks, and I'm gonna. Don't make me sort you next. That was good.
and then nothing.
I guess I'm just hungry. I go over and I open my fridge. There's like barely anything inside of here. It's like I drink like the last half an inch of a bottle of milk and like a little like half piece of cheese I had left in a cheese bag. Now I don't know how old that was. Lizard, I have to go to the choosing ceremony. People are gonna get chosen. Do you want to come with me? Right.
It just
I go.
sticks his tongue out. Yeah.
Forgot he was a lizard.
You're gonna head out.
Yeah.
You swiftly walk down these streets, now almost barren of people. Everybody, you hear a crowd up ahead actually as you approach the royal courtyard.
Wow.
In front of you.
I stand in the complete back and try to like see over everyone. I don't want to get in anyone's way.
In front of you, you see a palace. Almost, it rises rather high, almost I'd say 5 stories tall, with bulbous sort of things adorning the towers. And on top of it, just coming out of it, is a balcony where an old man is standing with he's an old man with a groomed white beard that goes down to about his chest. And he's fitted with red and gold robes that drape down to his feet. On his head sits a zucchetto. And he's joined by a small monkey friend. That's like what the Pope wears, kind of deal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. A small monkey friend is just kind of swinging off of his robes as they dangle off his shoulders and his arms.
Would I know who this is?
This would be known as the Great Speaker.
Oh, cool.
And he's standing up there preparing to speak to the audience, essentially.
Oh boy. Let's see who's gonna be a great. This is so exciting. I can't wait to tell Lizard all about today. If I were great, I could make crickets and then give them to my lizard. And he would be the happiest lizard alive.
He kind of coughs up on the top of his balcony. People of Perverus. Once again, it has become time for us to beseech the gods into choosing those who will lead our great country. As you know, every 5 years we come together to celebrate the chosen and those who lead us into eras of great prosperity.
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't it.
Today, of the chosen, we have but one. He of great strength is here to join us today. And beside him, you see a young man.
Oh, again, I missed it again. I'm not really
People
reading
are
the cues
murmuring
right.
and talking right now. Nobody's clapping. A young man kind of saunters up to him very casually. He's adorned with military wear, like almost pure black with a gray undershirt, with red tassels coming down around, and just like a flat-headed cap on his head. People of Perverse, allow me to introduce to you the chosen of strength, Julius Swiftwalker.
It's gotta be this one, right?
People start clapping.
Yay!
The crowd kind of erupts into a cheer as this young man stands very, very dauntlessly in front of everybody, with straight posture, very dignified. Julius is a great fighter, known throughout the lands for his ability with weapons. Capable in everything: the spear, sword, bow. Any weapon you may see on a battlefield, he can use it. Therefore, he is very deserving to be the great strength. Once again, applause.
Awesome.
Applause rings out again, and and Julius steps forward. Again, very, very almost adolescent kid. He's got some honorifics on his chest as well. Like, he's been in fights, yada yada.
Yeah.
And he starts to speak up to address the crowd. Great people of Brevaris, it is with great honor and duty that I take this spot as the great straight. And as he says that,
Getting ready to clap again. What a good day for
start
everyone.
doing it.
Good day for everyone. Everyone's having a good day today.
As he is speaking, as he says the great strength, he is cut off actually by the rumbling of the ground.
My cricket. Back.
It slowly accelerates and becomes more and more difficult for you to keep your balance. And as it shakes, you hear a loud cracking sound that pierces the sky. Worried mutters are heard all around you. Children are starting to freak out. Families are trying to leave at this point because, you know, it seems kind of dangerous.
I would also probably just try and sort of follow the crowd and get out of there at this point.
The crowd is like a fucking flood. It is forcing you along wherever it wants to go.
Oh, okay, here we go.
But all
This
in
is
one
good.
sudden
This is
moment,
all good.
you hear a shattering, like a glass, like a rock through glass, basically. And as you look up, you see the sky torn asunder. With a void of blackness coming in where the sky used to be, and slowly cracking out and consuming the rest of it.
I gotta get back to my lizard.
You're knocked to the ground.
No.
Once again, as you're on the ground and people are running all around you, you hear once again, oh, you.
Who's moaning in my ear? Who's moaning? I'm getting trampled. I see through like legs. My cricket! I start crawling. I'm just getting stomped on. I'm hearing moaning in my fucking ears.
Oh, you will champion my will.
Oh, sorry. What? What did
you look up and you see this heavenly light descending upon you from the sky. Nobody else seems to be reacting to it as people are running around screaming because the sky is
run away. Run away from that.
As you are trying to stand up and run as well, you find yourself frozen.
Hey, what's going on?
As you look up to it, and you see
what's going on here.
You see this spherical creature floating down to you from the sky with several wings floating around it, rotating as it slowly descends upon you. Its eyes bloodshot and red.
Everyone,
and
run!
multiple.
Run the fuck away! Right now, we all need to run, and we need to move away out of this city forever. I'm going to live with my cousin.
Yes. You. And it's like, very clearly, it's like a spotlight is shining down on you.
Oh no, I don't think so. You probably got the wrong guy. No, I'm definitely not. No, definitely. You what? You just
exalted archangel. Fuck.
What are you saying? What are you saying to me? It's you got the wrong guy. Justice?
And you will champion my will.
No, I'm Peter Sqloint. You've got the wrong. I'm not the right guy.
My child.
Not.
I would
Dad?
say, be not afraid.
I actually have soiled my pants because you've got the wrong guy.
Oh, will hurt.
It'll hurt. Why?
Have some fear.
I have to get back to my lizard. Please, sir, stop.
And as he finishes monologuing at you as you try to talk back,
He's just like not listening to me. That's really funny.
Just an effervescent light sort of just absorbs you in this moment, and a shock goes through your body. In severe pain, your ears are ringing a very loud, just white tone, and
I let out a Sqloint scream. I smell burnt. I'm having a stroke.
And you are sitting there in shock, almost paralyzed by this pain.
Someone take care of my lizard!
As the crowd slowly begins to dissipate.
I'll never get promoted!
You slowly begin regaining control of your senses, of your motor abilities. The piece that you knew for only but a second is interrupted by a blood-curdling scream from the balcony.
Oh. There's someone... I look up to see what's going on up there. This is a really big day. This is a really big, honestly not good day.
I thought it was
good. Is the sky still leaking black?
The sky is slowly becoming less and less sky and more darkness.
Yeah, so that is just not good. Hey, is there anyone around me?
There's a few people, like stragglers, who are
sorry.
what the fuck is happening.
Do you see that up there? I just want to make, what color is the sky today?
We gotta get out of here. It's black. It's black.
Okay, it's black. Yeah.
It's 5 p.m. The sun should still be out. Where's the sun?
You don't have. How did you see that from your hairs? Can everyone do that except me? I know.
Yes.
I don't understand. How does everyone have this ability? I know it's the sky's black. We gotta go. Someone's screaming up there. Are they okay?
You once again hear the scream kind of ring out. Just, ah!
Maybe it's like a war cry from the Chosen. I'm sure they've got it. I look over there and see what's going on.
You look up and you see the Chosen kind of reeling over the balcony, screaming in pain.
I start to yell, but then I realize it'll be probably a little disruptive. So I walk over. I sort of run over to below him, shout up, kind of. Sorry, are you all right up there?
He looks down at you. And in that moment,
it just seemed like you were maybe hurt or something. Do you need help?
You manage to get a little bit of a closer look at what's going on, and you notice that along his back, his skin is moving as if something is trying to break out.
Oh, okay. So we got to get you to like a doctor.
As he screams in pain once again. His skin is slowly turning a shade more red.
All right, don't worry. I'll get you. It looks like really bad sunburn. I will get it taken care of. I have some lotion. I start trying to get up to him so I can put some lotion on him and get him to someone that can do first aid.
You start getting up to him. It's not too hard to get up there. There's stairs that just lead up to the balcony, so you're walking up. Everybody else is basically
I'm immediately winded.
He is still struggling over there. He's on the ground now, kind of a little bit convulsing as his skin keeps getting redder and redder, and his face starts almost contorting into this face of pure anger.
Hey, don't worry. There's no need to be mad. I'm here to help you. I'm gonna get you to the hospital. Okay. My name is Peter Sqloint. I have no medical training, but I sort rocks, and we're gonna get you sorted here today.
Final scream, from his
What do you mean final?
Four arms sprout out. And he begins growing in size.
I wish I had that.
And towering over you.
Oh, that's bad.
On his forearms, they're attached below him. He's no longer screaming in pain, but he's rather stoic. Besides this face of pure fury, essentially. On his arms there are sort of ethereal shackles that are binding his new arms together that he instantly rips apart. So there's now chains dangling from his arms, his new arms.
That's cool. It's a cool look. I didn't realize this is what happens when you got chosen, but you got to help us with the sky. The freaking sky is black. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. This is probably a big moment for you.
He's just gonna go for the punch on you.
Oh my god.
Hey, so does a 16 hit your armor class?
Absolutely does.
That's gonna be 7 damage to you.
I just fucking like in one frame I am up and then I am just down on my side.
And once again in your mind, you hear the sound, the voice. Oh,
no,
my child.
I'm only my
ones. I'll lend you my power.
What do you mean with power? Am I dead?
No.
Why?
You have been. I mean, do you want to be?
No, it just seems like I should be. I don't know. That guy punched me. He didn't really like me, and I feel bad about it.
His clothing, he's slowly increasing in size, both regarding to his muscles and his actual stature.
Listen, if this is my conscience,
to tower over
how
him.
did I do? Did I do good?
You're doing awful.
I'm ready to come home.
You must fight.
I pull out a piece of granite from my pocket. I start looking through my pockets. I have this second worm that I found down there. I don't really carry weapons.
If I must do it myself. Do a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw, okay.
As the angel is gonna try to take over your body.
I got a 21.
You bet.
Yeah, I'm just lying there on the ground, and I fucking like open my eyes and mouth, and there's just like this fucking holy chorus as light shoots out of them, and I just close them, and I don't know about all that.
No.
Oh. Hey, listen, all right, I don't know what's going on here, but we gotta talk to this guy. He's having a really hard day.
Yeah, okay. Let's get into initiative.
Okay. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay, you go first. First up is you, Peter, as you're looking at this embodiment of fury in front of you.
Okay, I'm sorry about this. I'm gonna try and push him off the railing.
Okay.
Peter, push.
Go ahead and contested strength check.
Okay. 16 actually.
Oh, you might.
Against the embodiment of wrath?
Yes.
I got an 18 minus 2.
Dude, that's almost good enough, but he has.
Fuck!
You got a 20.
Okay. He's so ripped. He's
steadfast.
so fucking ripped.
Literally
I feel every individual. He has like an 18 pack. I feel every ab. So, sorry, Exandroth, you're in my head and not an active hallucination of being in a fight or flight situation.
Child.
Ah! Sorry, I didn't. Okay.
You must use my powers.
All right. So how do I do that?
There's silence in your brain.
Okay, so I didn't mean to push it. I'll just die. I'm sorry. I probably should have picked a different guy.
Listen, my child. Feel me inside of you.
Feel me in. Okay, if I do this, can you not moan when I feel you inside of me?
Oh.
So I'm trying to feel you inside of me right now. I'm feeling kind of through me. Okay, I'm looking for you. Okay, apparently I found you. All right, I'm gonna try and use your power, Exandroth. What did you say you were the angel of? And
retribution.
I can't believe I'm lucid dreaming. Justice. That's cool. Oh man. Okay, this is cool, but when I wake up, my Liz is probably gonna be so hungry. I guess I can I do anything or do I end my turn?
I'll give you an extra action this time.
You will? You will?
Yeah, just so you can use these powers, yeah.
All right. I think I feel you. I think I feel you in there. It's just sort of toward...
Oh, towards the chest. Yes, my power, Peter Sqloint. Let it free unto the world. Holy blast!
And you see, as it just this fucking Peter starts crying light, and out of his eyes just shoot these fucking like just beams of holy radiance. Like you see faces in them wailing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna roll to hit. Oh god, why? 16 and a 12.
Okay, so the 16 hits, 12 does not.
That is gonna do 13 radiant damage as he is blasted by Peter Sqloint's holy eye beams.
Okay, so after trying to push him, your eyes glow with this heavenly light as they blast fucking lasers.
Holy slate!
into the souls of the
My
innocent.
power is here, Peter. Accept it. The power of God in the palm of your hand.
What is happening? I want to feed my lizard.
as you blast into the chest of the grape, and he flies off of the balcony onto the ground below.
Come, hell beast. Give me talon and claw. None will be enough. No!
And now it is the great strength's turn, as he picks himself up off the ground with a grunt, just, and he walks up to the wall beneath the balcony.
Oh,
He punches it as hard as he can,
Oh shit!
and that is going to,
Can you try and break my fucking footing? That's awesome.
yeah, and it slowly cracks up the palace onto the balcony, and the balcony begins to kind of crumble underneath you, as you begin to fall.
Xandroth, what are we gonna do?
we gotta do what we were born to do, Peter. Fly! Fly to the heavens!
And you're going to fall just enough to take.
Where's my cricket?
You land on the ground with a hearty thud. You take 4 damage, and in front of you, right in front of your face, you see it.
Uh-oh.
The cricket.
Look, Xandroth, it's my cricket.
Shut up, Peter! I don't fucking care! We must defeat hell!
Okay, sorry, you're really intense.
And then the Great is going to turn around, and he is going to pick you up off the ground with this second action.
No!
in one of his 6 meaty fucking grabbers.
That is a lot of grabbers that you have there.
And he gives you a tight squeeze and looks at you and like straighten your eyes, and he just like,
Can I interest you in a worm?
Peter, no! Do not make deals with the devil!
You can have my worm.
with a mighty grunt, he throws you as hard as he can into a nearby wall.
Ah!
That's gonna be a 18 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Xandroth, I've never experienced this much pain in a dream before.
You are going to die, Peter Sqloint. You're going to die. Use my power and live.
And you take 6 damage as you plummet and leave a crevice in this wall that cracks out.
Ow! I landed on the side with all the rocks in my pocket, and it hurt.
Peter, you're being a fucking bitch. Get up
And it's now your turn again.
and accept this magic spell.
We gotta run away.
No, we must open a gateway between the stars.
What? As you see, as Peter raises his hand and the worm in his hand begins wriggling around, and over this embodiment of fucking rage, you see as this like portal with all these different sort of like sigils coming out of it opens, and just like fucking like radiance spills out, and you see like eyes and fucking wings and just like rays and swords of light flying out of it. And I'm casting Hunger of Hadar on him.
Okay, what's that do?
What it does is you open a gateway to the dark between the stars, a region infested with unknown horrors. A 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears, except in this case, it's going to be this sort of consuming light. This void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises, but in this case, it is just... And, yeah, everyone within this area is blinded. Any creature that starts its turn here takes 2d6 cold damage, and if it ends its turn in the area, it has to succeed on a dex save or take 2d6 acid damage.
Okay. So he would be blinded now then.
Yeah,
is
so
what you're saying.
he's effectively blinded, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, as a bonus action... That's insane. Okay. You see, as Peter's like, I really just want to wake up, to be honest with you.
No, Peter, you just need to see with all of your 4,000 eyes.
No! And around Peter, these like fucking, you see these eyelids of light that just open to these fucking fiery pupils, like thousands of them, just like materializing and disappearing around him. As it's gonna use, he's gonna use Cloak of Flies. In this case, Cloak of Eyes.
What the fuck does that do?
You'll see.
No.
That ends his turn.
Okay.
Cool.
So he starts swinging around his six
I wouldn't
arms.
even see. I just see a holy ball of.
He starts swinging his arms around violently and wildly with no thought or care.
I wonder what he's doing
blinded.
in there. I wonder what's going on in there.
And he slowly makes his way towards you. And does a 17 hit your AC?
Wait, how does he make it out of the light?
Oh, is he was like right next. Oh, he wasn't.
No, because
so
he dropped me down.
My bad.
Yeah, no, he is right now. So I put him in essentially. It's a 20-foot radius of this light, and I am not in it because otherwise I would be hurt by it.
Okay.
So I'm on the outside of it. Yeah.
Okay. Then different plan. He's gonna start running out, but as he does, he's going to pick up a chunk of the balcony and just throw it randomly. We're gonna see how that works.
Yeah, he's blind, so he has disadvantage.
He's blind, yeah, so disadvantage. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
That hits. Yeah, that hits.
Shit. Damn, dude.
Sucks to be me.
Okay, this is
Sucks to be Peter Sqloint.
Wow, that's max damage 8. So
holy shit.
He scoops up. He doesn't quite escape the confines of your spell, but he scoops up a piece of balcony that he kind of trips over for a moment and then reaches back with his third right hand to grab and just launches it towards where he launched you before.
Yeah.
And it kind of smacks you right up the head, leaving you a little shell-shocked.
Why can I even get hit this many times without just dying?
It is my power, Exandroth, Archangel of Rich.
It hurts so much!
And that's gonna end his turn. What happens when he ends his turn there?
Dexterity saving throw.
4.
Fails. He takes 8 acid damage.
8 acid damage? Okay.
Yep.
And it is now your turn.
How far to the edge is he? Like, do I see him starting to come out of it or no?
Yeah, you see, like, his head sticking out at this point.
Oh,
like,
cool.
If it's a spherical thing, his head would be sticking out. He's like 5 feet in, maybe. But he's also, like, growing to 12 feet tall.
Okay. All right. Here's what I'm going to do.
It is time to take to the sky, Peter.
And you see as Peter fucking screams as his flesh sears and these 4 fucking like huge bird wings just sprout out of his back. That just like fucking unfurl and glow this golden light. As I'm gonna use Radiant Soul. So he's like shooting light out of his eyes and mouth, and he has these big wings. I'm gonna fly 30 feet up, so I'm like, he couldn't even see me when he comes out of the sort of big glistening sphere. And that is gonna be my action. As a bonus action, I'm going to say,
We must accept the light of the Lord, Peter, now.
okay, I get. And this fucking column of light comes down. I'm gonna use Healing Light as a bonus action, which is gonna restore 46 HP.
Okay.
So that is gonna give me back, holy fucking shit, 21 HP.
Holy fuck.
That's awesome. As this big column of light just comes down, you see as the light meets the light in my eyes and mouth, and I just suck it in. His veins are glowing.
And is that your turn?
Yep.
Back to the Great's turn. He's still sprinting, trying to get out of this sphere of light.
Yeah, so he starts his turn,
moaning.
so he's gonna take 2d6 cold real quick. He takes 9.
9, okay. Mm-hmm. And as he's running out of it, he kind of trips and rolls a little bit. And he looks around on the ground but doesn't see you anywhere. He kind of snarls and begins taking in his surroundings some more, but he does not find you. So that is going to be his turn.
On my turn, Exandroth is like piloting the wings and Peter is piloting the body, so he's just flailing around where the wings are like gracefully like soaring. There's like another pair now, there's fucking 6, who gives a shit. He flies where the sun would be, and looks down at this creature, and Xandroth, Archangel of Retribution, speaks through him, and says,
You have two options, creature of chaos. Or, that is not one of them, but the two are either be eviscerated by my holy, all-consuming, powerful, incredible light, or return to my orb of heavenly moans, or I will kill you myself and return you to the soil.
And I'm gonna try and intimidate him and walking back into the fucking thing. Like, as I'm just
So
like
you wanna
this.
intimidate
Yeah,
him?
I go where the sun is, and there's just like 1,000 eyes around me, and I'm just like fucking trying to scare him back in, essentially. To be like, either you go back in there, or I will straight up destroy you right now.
I'm just gonna roll a charisma saving throw, I guess.
Can I roll intimidation by any chance?
Yeah. Roll intimidation against my charisma save.
I rolled 2 natural ones. No fucking way.
Are you
Holy
serious?
shit. Yeah, I did. I will say I have advantage and plus 11 to intimidation, so that's incredible. I got a 12 though with that.
You have plus 11 to intimidation?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. It's also crazy that you got 2 natural ones.
Yeah, it is. I know, it sucks.
Anyways, that doesn't pass. He rolled a 15.
Okay. Do I still have an action, or is that all?
You do, yeah. I'll let you have it.
Sweet. So be it.
Yeah, what he said. I shoot 2 of these, this Radiant Eldritch Blasts at him. So it's going to be an 18 to hit and a 27 to hit.
Those both hit.
Holy shit. He takes 30 radiant damage.
That's a lot of fucking damage.
As all of the eyes at once just open and fire lasers at him, just turning him in like this fucking cloud of dust. And I'll fly up. Eldritch Blast has a huge range. I'll fly up like 20 feet even higher, so I'm 50 feet in the air above this guy, just raining hell on him. That is gonna end my turn.
Now onto the Great's turn. He kind of looks up at you and snarls, and then his eyes almost go empty, as if like he was hearing something. Like his ears perk up.
Oh, do you also have an angel moaning inside of you at any given moment? That's sort of my problem I've been working through.
he moans at you.
Yeah, no, there. Why did I do it?
But in that moment, he stands still and he looks off to the left, and he looks back up at you and he snarls quickly.
Okay, yeah, grr.
And he starts running out of the courtyard.
We did it.
He's basically like sprinting as fast as he can. He jumps onto a rooftop from down below and is just hightailing it out. That is his action. If you want to try to do anything right now, that is up to you.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes, it'll be your turn now.
Look, Xandroth, we...
No, Peter. The evil is escaping but not defeated. I will have to use my ultimate spell.
Can we just go home? He's gonna cast... How can I stop this fucking guy? How far away is he?
He would have dashed 60 feet away.
Oh, so he's going.
Yeah, he's going.
Just particularly fuck this guy. I'm gonna start just flying after him, leaving this trail of light. And I'm gonna fly 30 feet. So I'm like basically like a fucking like a jet above him and just like raining shit down on him. So I'm 50 feet up. Eldritch Blast has a range of 120 feet. Xandroth, Archangel of Retribution, is not letting this boy go. I'm gonna make 2 more Eldritch Blasts on him.
Okay, go ahead.
Peter.
20 and 12.
20 hits, 12 doesn't.
15 radiant damage.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Okay. On his turn, he gets blasted again, and you hit him like right in the shoulder as it sears him with this light. As it hits, you just hear a oh instead of the regular sound.
Okay, honestly, I want a part of this even less now because of that. Is that gonna happen every time? Okay.
And he is still gonna keep on moving, but
Do you
as
have like
he
a
moves
breathing problem?
30 feet forward, he grabs a tree and he's gonna lob it at you in the air.
Oh shit! I'm like, all right, bet.
A full fucking tree. So that is natural 20.
Holy fucking shit! Okay.
Yeah. 21 damage.
21 damage.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Hey, does that hurt you too?
No, I feel nothing but my power.
Oh, that must mean that really good. I have a lizard at home. We can just go.
No.
Yeah, so he moves another 30 feet, starting to get into a wooded area, just outside the castle grounds, or the palace grounds. And that'll be your turn now.
Okay. What's around him right now?
Mostly, so right now...
Anything of use?
Not at the moment, no. Trees, mostly. You are heading into, like, a forest area.
I am going to keep flying after him. And I'm gonna just blast him again, baby. If it works, it works.
Truly.
This time, yeah, just the heavens open up above him and this giant just column of screaming light comes down. It's gonna be a fucking Jesus Christ. 1 natural 1, 9 and a 14 to hit.
9 and a 14. 14 hits.
Yay!
Just barely.
He takes 17 radiant damage.
17.
How's this boy looking?
So he is, if I had to put it on a scale, he's looking a little more worn down, but he's not near death.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so...
We must follow him to the ends of the earth, Peter. Do not let him escape.
It hurts so bad.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. And in this moment, as this light kind of just rains down upon him from the sky, he's going to let out a vicious, blood-curdling scream. And I'm going to get you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, a con save? Okay. Jesus, 9.
Shit. I guess this works as well as anything. This scream is so loud and blood-curdling, it pierces your ears and shakes your body to its core, and you find yourself unable to move.
Oh.
As you start falling from the sky.
Yeah, wait, do I fall? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're essentially...
Hey, Xandra, it looks like we're in a little bit of a dive, right?
It is this evil, Peter. It corrupts my beautiful...
That's really nice, but can we just pull up?
No.
And it's gonna keep on running away, as you are effectively paralyzed right now.
An angel's most dangerous opponent, the ground.
How high were you?
50 feet.
50 feet.
Do I fall that all at once, though, or can I attempt to save before I hit the ground? Because
I'll let you attempt to save before you hit the ground. Also, even if you do hit the ground, I did not roll good for the damage, so you're...
Okay. Is it my turn?
Yeah, so he sprints off. He's getting... The gap between you is getting farther and farther at this point. Yeah.
Should I roll a con save again?
Yes.
Here we go, baby! 12!
Not saved.
Ah!
You impact the ground rather hardly, but thankfully, somehow, despite your paralyzed state, you you landed on your shoulder and rolled.
How? How have I
know.
done this? I've never even rolled in my life.
It's the angel's power.
Yes, Peter. I have taught you how to parkour roll.
Wow, I've always wanted to learn.
You take 8
how much
damage.
8 damage? Okay.
Yeah. I rolled
Still really hurt.
5d6 and rolled 8.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, 1, 2,
Am I
1,
just
1, 3.
am I just paralyzed?
Oh yeah, so you're just paralyzed in the ground.
Okay, yeah, in a static position, I just fall to the ground, roll over, and then just like tilt over to my side and just stay there.
And at this point, the creature continues making more and more distance between you.
Do I have any chance, or is it just bye-bye?
It's bye-bye moment.
Okay.
He's at least 90 feet, and he's gonna run another 60 feet this turn, so he's 150 feet away. So I figure that's far enough to maybe call initiative, unless you want to keep trying.
You know, I really do hate this guy. If I can roll one last con save, because I could still, within reason, get the switch. Yeah.
Okay.
One last con save, Condi!
One last con save for the road.
Natural 20!
Holy shit.
God, let's fucking go! Holy fucking shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy fuck! I fly towards him 30 feet. I cast Hunger of Hadar again, so he's at the beginning of it, so he's gonna be slowed the entire 40-foot radius.
My power, Peter. Feel it in your Sqloint.
That's not a thing. That's just my last name. Ah!
Okay. You said he's at the beginning of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
150 foot range, baby.
150 foot range. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Cool. Again, just like from below him, this like giant mouth of light appears and like consumes him, and it just becomes this like warping ball of mouths all screaming. Oh.
Is that your turn?
I'm gonna use my movement now to fly 30 feet towards him. He's just at the beginning of that, so that's where I'm at right now. Cool.
Okay.
You will not escape me, Exandroth, Archangel of Retribution.
And I'm Peter Sqloint. I have a lizard.
He stops in his tracks as soon as you put this down.
Okay.
And he turns around and he walks out.
Oh,
on the side.
so he takes 2d6 real quick.
Yeah, 2d6. Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
8.
You've done a surprising amount of damage to this guy, all things considered.
Fuck this guy.
With 2 of his arms on each side, he's gonna grab 2 different trees.
Okay, so we're dead now. We're dead now. Yep. Yeah, we are dead now.
So that's gonna be a 12 to hit and a 15 to hit.
Both hit.
Both hit.
Didn't realize he could just throw 2 at us, Exandroth.
He has 6 arms, and that's gonna be 20 damage.
I'm down. I'm down,
Okay.
of course. He's done like 100 fucking damage to me.
Has he actually?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I healed like all the way back up once. So yeah, anyway, I'm down. I'm gone. Bye-bye.
Yeah, he lobs 2 trees. Somehow he perfectly throws them so they're like spinning, and then they meet at the perfect point and just squish between them. As you slowly begin to lose consciousness, and he continues running.
I have had a good life.
Peter, I've seen every inch of your being and you have not.
As you slowly lose consciousness.
You suck, Peter. You fucking suck ass.
Yeah, you almost killed that guy. You weren't supposed to.
I know I wasn't supposed to.
So yeah, you lay on the ground, unconscious. And after a few hours, you slowly come to, your eyes opening again. You feel pain, unlike pain you've ever felt, Peter Sqloint.
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 No H, just Sqloint. It doesn't matter. I'm a Peter pancake. It doesn't really matter.
And as you're lying on the ground, face upwards towards the sky, you notice that there is none at this point. The world you know is now coated in a eternal twilight. And as you look up towards the sky, almost like a meteor shower, you see glowing jadeite gemstones raining from it.
I gotta sort those.
And yeah, inside you feel this deep,
Gotta sort
almost
all those.
monstrous, or just a monstrous urge to sort everything that's falling from the sky right now.
I'm like a dragon. I have to sort everything and
You are like a worm.
As you look up to the sky and you hear one more from Exandroth, you realize that the world you're in has changed, and you're unlikely to go back to your mineral sorting job now. Mr. Peter.
Wait. I get up. I look back towards the town.
Uh-huh.
What does the building look like with my small to below average sized apartment with my lizard inside? And
It's okay.
oh,
Thankfully.
whew, thank goodness I can go back to my normal job.
Wait, there's a hole in your wall.
No. I fucking limp over to the hole and I look inside.
It's a lizard-sized hole. Must have been a mouse.
And so my lizard jumped out of the wait. What? Hang on. Xandra, you gotta help me with this. There's a hole. So what happened to my lizard?
No, lizard's fine. He's still in his cage. It's just a mouse hole in your wall.
Okay, I see that my lizard is fine and promptly collapse.
Promptly collapse. And yeah, as you celebrate your lizard being alive and well, that is where we're gonna call this session.
Holy shit, that was crazy, man. That was so much fun. Did I scare you?
Okay, I'm You scare me when you almost killed the guy who's supposed to be like a big boss later. Yes.
Yeah, as soon as he started running, I was like, oh.
Oh, so it's like
I
that.
see. Oh my god. Thank you guys for listening. That was fucking fun for me. I hope that you made it through the first 40 minutes with Peter Sqloint before shit really hit the fan, but that was awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was fun, like a little fun stuff before.
Kudos to
shit
Connie
hits the
too for
fan.
taking the voice for Xandroth and running with it, because I did
It's hard.
not give him an easy time for that.
Yeah. Anyway, there's still 2 other sessions left to do for this one with Mr. Bizly and Grizzly, so look forward to that right now.
And we will you later.
Oh.
Sqloint out.
Hey, welcome back to Just Roll With It.
Hello.
Today, I'm DMing again.
Yeah.
But I'm here
Connie DM.
with Grizzly.
Yeah!
And Grizzly alone, just him.
Yeah,
Look at him.
Connie DM.
Look at him. He's so lonely down there.
Ooh, you know, if this session
No one else.
rocks, I'm gonna erase Riptide off my board and put your campaign.
But Apotheosis, still a running title.
Never mind,
Don't know
that's
if
not
that's
gonna
what I'm
fit.
going
I'll
with.
just do a pot.
Yeah. Just put an apostrophe there.
A.
It's close enough. A.
I'll just take. No, never mind. There's no A's in Riptide. I don't know how to spell.
Just a really, really fancy A.
Dude, it's gonna
That'd
be
be
great.
awesome. Yeah. Yeah, so this is part 2. I guess. I don't know what order these are going in when they go up, or if they're going to be in one episode, or if they're going to be in 3 separate ones. Well, this is part 2 of the first episode of the campaign.
Arguably the best one. No bias. I'm here. It's because I'm
No
here.
bias,
It's not because
yeah,
I'm
it's-
here. I mean, it's because I'm here. I mean, it's not. I mean,
I mean, it's good. Yeah, it's because, you know, not picking any favorites here or anything, but, you know, this is going to be pretty good.
ma'am, I play the best character in the campaign. Just saying.
Dude, I don't know if you've seen Charlie's.
I can say this because they're not here and they have no way to defend
they
themselves.
can't argue. You know,
Look,
and
I've
have no
heard a
opinion
little bit about Peter.
about Peter Sqloint.
Yeah, it's funny because his profile picture is Peter Parker or
It's
Tobey
Peter
Maguire.
Parker,
Dude, it looks
yeah.
so funny. They're never
It's
gonna
so
see it.
fucking funny. They'll never know, but it's great.
All right,
Anyways.
let's get this show on the road.
Magic. In the land of Berveris, it is often considered something that only those among the gods may use. A gift given to those chosen to lead our world. Given this, is it not unreasonable to say that those who wield it may hold the power to become one? A day like any other. In other parts of the country, people would be celebrating the right of choice. But in the quaint town of Atlas, their focus is on something else. Down the dirty brick paths, hard-working people continue to peddle their goods, trying to get one more day's worth of food on their table. Through the alleyways, downtrodden people can be seen picking through garbage, their hope all but lost in these weary streets. For here in Atlas, the only concern on people's minds is to merely survive. But not all hope has been drained from this dejected town in Ranz's shadow. For in a small inn doth there radiate pure joy and hope. A building as small as others, and ran down too, but with it there's a certain charm. Made of pure oak, with hanging vines from the ceilings, hanging over a small sign that says, "The Keeper's Change," with 2 golden coins, giving it rounded edges. And on the inside we hear crowds merrily cheering for someone on stage who is speaking in a mellifluous tone. We go inside and we see Grizzly's character, if you want to describe him.
Yeah, I do. Okay, I won't tell you his name just yet, but I will describe what you see. In here, almost like a Madison Square Garden setup, but poor. I got this big round table, or one of the round tables set up in the middle, and he's just kind of like standing on top of it, crouched down and spinning around as this, as I assume anyone who is interested is gathered around this table and just kind of meeting his eyesight as he almost gestures out to people and enraptures their attention. And you see that it's a very tall, kind of like dark and mysterious man, as he has this medium-length black hair with bangs that flow over one eye, the other eye being this bright blue color, sporting a silver monocle. The chain of the monocle actually attached to his ear like an earring, and a little bit of facial hair on the chin, the sides of it having like gaps on the left and right, causing this like tiger-like pattern. He wears this very heavy and flowy black overcoat that has a bit of purplish gradient, getting more saturated towards the bottom of the inside of the coat, with a very exaggerated and pointy popped collar. I'm talking like way more than Doctor Strange, you know? Like, it's fucking whoosh.
It's up there.
Almost comes around his like face, you know, it's fucking crazy. Anyways, and underneath that is a white striped dress shirt that struggles to stay buttoned around his muscular chest, tied at the collar by a lengthy light pink ribbon. He wears an assortment of belts and an ornately designed holster for his black and silver longsword. It almost, I say longsword, but it's skinny enough to kind of resemble both a mix between a knight's sword and a katana. This also looks very intricately made, and his pants and boots are leather, the boots coming up to his knees with no laces, kind of sporting this almost like dress shoe look. And that's who you see, and he is currently telling, or in the middle of telling, another story, which I'll tell you all right now, if I may.
Of course.
Now everyone gather round as I tell my last tale for the evening. And he gets really close to the people who he's staring at. Once, as I was a wise old man, a good man was he. Every day he'd left, venturing out to sea. And then he turns around and faces the other side of the audience. But one day his boat rocked his world upside down, as the waves crashed above him and sent him to drown. And he gestures kind of like solemnly as if he's acting the part, as he's one of the waves.
Yeah. The audience is completely captivated at this point. Like, not a word, not a murmur in the audience.
His name was afloat. The irony sunk in, until a lady's voice rang saying he'd be saved if he granted her one wish. Give her a kiss, so that she may be free, and prove to Daddy she controls her own destiny. Old man afloat puckered his lips, and with his last breath he kissed, which opened his eyes, afloat on his boat, staring at the sky. He pondered if 'twas all a dream, or a vision from above. The message he deciphered was simple, and it was, you have one life, and so live it with love. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been a wonderful audience. For I, the great Gentleman Raoul Leblanc, will always be here to serve the quests and adventures in great detail that I have witnessed and been through myself.
The audience slowly begins to clap, just like it starts slow and then slowly gets louder and louder as everybody starts clapping and
hit it! And I point towards the music people.
some smooth jazz starts playing.
Unsheath my sword,
jazz.
Throw it up, catch it on one of my fingers. I must be off, for I have a job to complete. A gentleman is never late for his duty.
Everybody starts screaming like, woo!
Yeah! Somersault above the crowd.
And off in the corner, you see a man leaning back in his chair, kind of giving like a little soft clap. You'd recognize him as your father. Kind of a more stout man with shorter black hair. He's got a little bit of fuzz on his beard, as it's very unkempt. It's very like he shaved recently. It's more of like a 6 o'clock fuzz sort of deal. And he's wearing like your typical innkeeper's garbs, like, you know, just thin cloth clothing, a nice green top with a red undershirt. And he kind of beckons you over as you jump off this, as you somersault off the stage here.
Of course, yeah. Before I leave, I give him a look. Papa.
Hey, well done up there. Same old story, huh? Need to get.
Well, it's my favorite one, as I base it off of you, Papa. I'll never forget the story of how you met Mother.
Yeah, no, it's a lovely story.
So what race is he, did you say?
Say so. You doing the job tonight?
You are correct, Papa. It's been a long time coming, as I've planned this delicately for very many moons as they passed above the night sky, the night purple sky, the midnight sky. And tonight is the night, Papa.
Well, surely it'll be no easy task. I mean, stealing from the Holy Family. You know.
The Holy Family has had it coming, I suppose.
I'd be inclined to agree.
It is the most ungentleman thing for those who live in luxury and comfort to neglect and ignore those like the people around this good tavern, these good people.
It's the same everywhere we go, Ral. They don't care about us.
That it is. That it is.
You know, I'm proud of you. Me and your mother, we're probably packing up and leaving soon. You know we can't stay in one place for too long. But, and I don't expect to see you around too often after you pull this job either. You're gonna be... Well, surely they'll be looking for you. But, you know, son. And he puts his hand on your shoulder. If you ever need to find me, you know who to look for. And he kind of nods his head towards a little owl, pure white with like a brown sort of like splotch on its back. And it kind of like flaps its wing a little bit and goes, "Hoo, hoo."
As the owl, hoo, hoo, you hear this small, like high-pitched fox noise, and I look down and there's this three-tailed, almost like 12-inch long, very small, baby-looking white fox with a design of a sun on its forehead. You as well, Papa. Not to worry, for we will see each other soon, and though this job may be hard and we may be far apart for some time, you and Mother. Like a gentleman always says, a man who learns patience and masters it, masters everything. And he like puts his chest up real tall and sheaths his sword.
He kind of gives you a little, you know, if anyone can do this, it's you. The old man's not as spry as he used to be. I'll give Mom your regards. I'm sure we'll see you around someday. I think maybe we'll head off to Rooston next, you know, maybe start up a little in there. So if you're ever looking for us.
Do I know what Rooston is?
It's just like a small town, like a little country town. Very, like right now, you're in Atlas, which is like a town sort of right off of the capital of the country, which is Ron's. So Rooston is kind of more like secluded out forested little village with probably like 100 people tops in it.
All right. I kneel down and get with eye level to Papa. Put my hand like on the side of his arm. Give Mama a kiss for me. Tell her to keep the cookies fresh. And your belief in me is the only power I ever need. I must be going.
He gives you a little smirk and pats you on the back a little bit. Good luck out there. And he stands up
off.
and kind of throws. He throws a little dish towel over and like gives you a little wave as he walks back to the back room.
I
into the
about
kitchen.
face. You know what about face is? It's that like it's in a military spin around. Anyways, it's really fucking like
just like the instant spin.
It's so dramatic, dude. It's anyways, and I start marching out of the keeper's change, make my way.
Yeah, so you make your way. You would know that you're headed to the house of the royal, or not the royal, the Holy Family.
As he said, yeah.
Yes.
The house of the Holy Family. The HOH.
The HOH.
Fuck, dude. It's the homeowners.
The homeowners.
The holy homeowners. The only owners of I don't fucking know. Anyways. They will be going down. I hate my mortgage.
Yeah, so you'd be heading there. You know, it's right next to the Great Chapel within Ron's, just on the outskirts of it. Today, of course, is the day to strike, as it's the first day of the rite of choosing, and you know that most of these religious folks would be busy taking care of their business, as they would be.
Yes, precisely.
So you start walking through the city streets that are slowly thinning out. Usually the streets of Ron's are hustling and bustling with people everywhere. We appear to be getting close to the time of the first choosing. So people have started thinning out and heading towards the courtyard of the castle to witness who would be the first of the chosen.
How many years does this happen? I know it's every 5,
so
right?
This is every 5 years, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you've lived in the country long enough to know every 5 years this happens.
So, is it fair to say I've been planning this for a few years?
You have been planning this for several years. You know everything you need to know about this. You have scouted out all your options, all that stuff.
All right.
Anyways, as you walk down these barren streets, off to your right, you see it. the House of the Holy. The HOH.
It's like a big brother thing.
It's this huge, sprawling mansion. Each corner with spires reaching up towards the heavens. You would look at it and you'd assume probably 3 stories high, with hanging vines and just surrounded by a huge hedge garden for walls. Outside in the front, before the actual entrance of this mansion, there are 2 guards standing guard there at a gate, preparing. They're just watching, casually talking to each other. Inside, you'd know there's a garden where other guards would be patrolling as well.
And do I know where this item is located? Where am I going?
Yes, you would know that towards the back of the house, there is a barred door that you'll need to get through that lead into a sort of ruins underneath this house. And that is where what you are searching for would be.
Correct. And though so I've never been in the house this far.
You've never been in the house, no.
And these 2 guards, are there usually more than these 2 guards today?
It's actually a lot less guarded today, yes. On a normal day, it would be a much more guarded place, but actually off to the right, you see this giant holy cathedral that is just covered in guards outside. They are patrolling the yard and watching the gates, as you assume that the Grand Priest would be in there right now, doing his ceremony.
I'm going to walk straight up to the 2 guards that are guarding the door.
Absolutely. Okay. They stand there stoically for a little bit, and one of them turns towards you and says,
good guys, my men, good man over there. I have to bring attention to something that is dangerous happening behind the cathedral over there.
They kind of share a glance at each other.
Quickly, you have to go. Somebody is causing a ruckus behind the cathedral, trying to break in and disrupt the ceremony.
What is...
I tried to warn the other guards, but they won't believe me. And you 2 look like very fine gentlemen, astute, here to protect the people, protect the church, the Holy Family.
Roll persuasion. Absolutely.
14.
The guards kind of share a look at each other, and they kind of look down in the back of the house like,
quickly now, we don't have all day. I'll assist you, I promise I'll assist you. I'll point you out to where they are. Let's go.
Where?
Turn around. Right here, behind the cathedral.
Where are
all the
they?
way
And
this way.
they start running down towards the great cathedral, which is probably like, I'd probably say it's give or take like half a mile down the street, so far enough away.
As soon as they run past me as I'm pointing, I want to just disappear. I want to stealth.
You're gone. Okay, roll stealth.
Okay. Fucking natural 20, dude!
Holy shit! You are gone. You are gone.
I do this better than a rogue.
The guards like run up to the spot and they look around. They ask the other guard by the cathedral what's going on, and they look back and you're nowhere to be seen.
I want to make my way in the house.
So as you get through the entranceway, obviously, you see a sprawling garden full of roses, lavender, and every kind of flower you could imagine. Big bushes on the sides. There's guards patrolling. They don't even notice you though as you walk up to the front door, which is very conveniently unlocked right now.
I don't have thieves' tools, so that is very convenient.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, no, it is unlocked open for you to come in and peruse. And I'm assuming you enter the house.
Sonny, I look down at my little fox, I'm kind of like tucked beneath my coat, holding in one arm.
Gives you a little squeak, just like a kind of deal. I don't know what a fox sounds like.
They are really loud. Hold on, let me look up a fox sound.
we're back to the age-old question of what does the fox say?
You're right, dude. They sound like this.
Yeah, I
they
swear
sound like
like
a cat dog, dude. Yeah, dude, they're annoying. No, you can just do small little squeaks of
Yeah, it's just a little squeaky. Is it he or she?
Sonny is a little boy.
Little boy, okay. Yeah, he kind of squeaks up at you, at attention towards you.
Sonny, these fools must have forgot to lock the door. How lucky for us. Let's go.
And you make your way through this large double door.
A true gentleman always asks questions and never believes the word of another man. And that is a lie, and a true gentleman never lies. You best remember that, Sonny. It's good to have faith in your people. Except for those people. It's a gray area, Sonny. I don't expect you to understand. All right, I'm heading towards the at least the layout that I have tried to map out over the few months. Getting to
I have
that,
a
that
very,
part
very. I didn't finish the rough map
No
actually,
worries.
so you know it's fine. It'll be fine. We're gonna theater the mind.
Okay, yeah, that's all good.
So you approach the entrance, which are two very large, double, just pure white marble doors, and you begin to push them open. And you kind of slide in as soon as they're open, just enough for you to squeeze your way in, and you close
Natural
them back
20
up.
stealth, baby.
Yeah, I would. You know, normally I would have somebody be like, "Why are the doors opening?" But
Not even the wind knows I'm
natural
here.
No, but not even the air around you is moving as you fucking slowly inch your way through this house. The house itself on the inside, it has black and white tiles, kind of interspersed in a pattern here, like black, white, horizontally, you know what I'm talking about. And to your left, there are a bunch of rooms, doors on the left of the hallway and right. And you can hear some chatter down the left as well. But you would know, since you actually very conveniently got the floor plans at one point in time, your 3-year journey.
True. Yeah, I do that. I'm really good
you've
like
been
that.
planning for this one long enough.
True.
I'll give you. You would know that your destination is at the end of the Great Hall here. Down the stairs and in the cellar, there is a gated or a barred door that you must find your way through. The main hall itself, again, there's a red carpet in the center, a grand sort of diamond chandelier hanging from the top, and there's 2 kind of swirling stairs going upwards.
I pull the floor plans out of the other side of the coat pocket, and I'm like, do I have to go through the garden in order to get down the Great Hall, in order to get to the door that's barred?
No. You would actually. Now, there is... It's not in the Great Hall itself, but off to the right, there is a door that is sort of like a janitor's closet that has a little ladderway that leads into a cellar. And that is how you would get where you need to go.
Okay. Is the janitor's closet... We'll just call it the janitor's closet for now.
Yeah.
Is that locked? If I, like, sneak over and try and open it from where I am right now?
So you sneak over. On the way, you see there's a pair of guards kind of patrolling a little bit. But with your stealth check, they wouldn't notice you. One of them's kind of talking like, forgot my keys in the barracks. It's fine, whatever, I have mine. It's like, okay, whatever. And they keep on strolling by as you're hiding behind like a little like a tall plant, like a huge potted plant that kind of just sprawls upwards. I don't know what the plant would be, but you know what I'm talking about. As you slide on by towards this little closet, where you know that the ladder would be.
Okay. Does the floor plan have the barracks in it? On it?
It does.
Okay. Well, that stops me from Never mind.
Are you approaching the janitor's closet still?
Yeah, if I can get in, I'll shake the doorknob. Does it open?
It does open, but you hear a... What?
Oh my.
Someone there?
No, sir. Go back to sleep.
All right. and you hear him slowly kind of doze. Back to sleep.
I just forgot my broom. It's me, the janitor.
Yeah, so there's a man in the janitor's closet right now sleeping.
Okay, I wanna if he goes back to sleep, I wanna inspect to see if he has like maybe the keys to the cellar door that's I'm assuming in this closet, or unless that's just open. I just want to investigate him anyways.
Yeah, so you kind of inch the door back open very quietly. I'll still allow you to keep that same stealth roll for now, but you will have to roll again eventually.
Okay.
And you look in at this man, and he's very, what is the word I'm looking for? Is scantily a good word?
Scant?
Yeah, he's very scantily clad. A very scantily clad man. You know, he has brown overalls with kind of like a hole in his leg, not his leg, but like his pants, and just a white kind of dirty undershirt. This man is a janitor. He cleans up around the house very clearly. And knowing what you know, you would not. It looks like he's kind of made a little bit of a home here in this closet, like he lives here. So, and you would know he would not have any keys on him not for anything like what you're looking for.
Okay. Is there... So the cellar door, is it locked or does it just open?
It just opens. You don't see any form of lock on it.
I'm gonna look at the floor plan again. What room is the furthest away from where I'm going to be working at?
If this janitor's closet was where you're working at, the furthest place away would probably be the dining hall, which is on the 2nd floor.
Okay.
And like far off on the left. You're a little ways down on the right here. The dining hall is upstairs in a big, sort of a larger room on the left. Is what you would know.
I'm going to wake the janitor up.
Okay.
I'm gonna slap his face a little bit. Hello now. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. Excuse me, my good man. Are you awake now? Do you hear my voice? Is my voice coming through to you? Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Hello, the name is Raoul Leblanc. I am the world's best gentleman thief, and I need to tell you to go and tell the guards that I am here to steal something from the dining room. Go alert them promptly and tell them that I'm going to steal something from the dining room.
You're a thief?
I'm a thief, and I'm going to the dining room to steal something. Can you go fetch the guards?
Persuasion check. With advantage, because he's very, just groggy right now.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Bro, I rolled a 28. That's my highest.
You're stealing. Oh, shit.
From the dining room.
God, he opens the door and, slams it behind him. Guards!
From the dining
There's
room.
a thief!
All right, I'm going.
Dining room!
I'm going to jump into the cellar.
Okay. You jump into the cellar, and at the back of it, it's a regular wine cellar. You see a lot of barrels full of wine that you assume has been down here aging for a while. But in the back, beyond all of these barrels, you see a single. You just pluck a hole in it. You're like, whoa.
My portable wine glass. Of course, I have one.
You're a gentleman thief, after all. In the back of it, you
Disgusting
see
wine.
this. Yeah, it's very, very cheap grapes were used in this wine. It's not good. It's also only been aging for a week, so very fresh. You see this caged door at the end of this hallway, and it's kind of dusty. Some spider webs on the cage. Nobody has gone down here in a while.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Inspect the door. I mean, what is it locked by? Does it seem to have any locks, or?
It does have one single lock. It is kind of your average, almost a jail door.
Okay.
Just a barred door with a single keyhole on the middle right of the door. It's standard steel. And otherwise you don't see any other way to get through.
All right. I'm trying to think of something I could do without having to go all the way to the barracks.
All the way back to the barracks. Which will be very fun now because the guards are alert.
Right. I guess I should have thought of that. Oh man, I don't have. Let me see. Can you?
The gentleman thief.
Lockpick without thieves' tools. You need thieves' tools. I'm going back to the barracks, I guess. I look down at Sonny. Sonny, there is an unprecedented lock on this door. And I bet the key is where the barracks are. The barracks where the guards will sleep. The guards which I just alerted. Sonny, complications have arisen.
Sonny kind of gives you a little disappointed.
But you know, Sonny, a gentleman never fears, for a man is at his best when he is vulnerable. And a gentleman also never lies, as I've told you before, so maybe I go up there and tell them the truth. I got lost. Think on your feet, Sonny. If you have any good ideas, please. Squeak? Whatever you do. Alright, I'll try and sneak my way back up to the barracks now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm following the map of the layout here as best as I can.
The barracks luckily are very close by. You are off on the right here a little bit. The barracks are just a little bit further down this hallway that you find yourself in currently. You take a peek outside of the janitor's door, and you see a guard just running off towards the dining room where you had alerted them to.
Yep.
But there are still some who remain behind to ensure that nothing else is in danger. So if you're gonna head your way to the barracks, I'm gonna have to make you make another stealth roll.
I rolled a 19.
Okay. Well, you pass with flying colors.
Yeah, I see that. I won't anymore, but I saw.
Yeah, so there's a guard that runs past quickly and heads up the stairs, and you kind of give yourself a little smirk because you know your plan worked at least.
All right, I tiptoe very dramatically, like bobbing as I walk towards the fucking. I look so silly, dude. I look like a goddamn Persona 5 character.
As you're slowly tiptoeing your way towards the barracks, another guard kind of runs out and looks like both ways down the hallway. You're able to quickly though, with your roll, hide under a little table with like a picture of the family on it. You see,
I make myself look like one big shadow with my cup.
yeah, with your little he doesn't notice you. You take a look at the picture of the family. Very, very lovely family. You know, you got 2 daughters, 3 sons, an older man. The wife doesn't seem to be present.
So, what do I know about the Holy Family? Are they as bad as I made them out to be in the beginning?
So generally, the general consensus in this country, at least, you probably have enough life experience to have your own opinion, obviously, but like they're pretty well adored. As a lot of this country is very zoological and religious. They believe they are basically the one way that this world is able to commune with the gods and find their choices and lead this country into great new eras, kind of deal. You know, and so you know that for the most part, like they're not a terrible family, they're not terrible people, like at least outward looking, but they do absolutely turn their back, them along with the chosen, on the more downtrodden and unfortunate people in the country.
Sonny, look at this family. It's time for another life lesson. A gentleman must always seek both sides to the story and flip both sides of the coin. But in this case, a gentleman also does what he must in spite of personal consequence. In spite of any obstacles or dangers. A gentleman must do what he believes is moral. And I believe this family is holding the power for themselves when the power should be given to all the people. Wouldn't you agree, Sonny?
Pause at you a little bit, like licks your face because you're like down towards the ground.
You are my dearest friend. And now we're off. All right, looking for the key in the barracks.
You crawl out and you're heading towards the barracks. Now, the barracks is like any other. There's a few bunk beds in here. It looks like they have these guards on employ, like they live in the house. They're living guards. So there's bunk beds and a small little kitchen that they all seem to share. There's a little bowl full with noodles and a little bit of cheese, half empty. This seems like somebody hurried out due to the news, and you're gonna look for a key.
Yeah, I'll look for a key. Do I hear anyone around?
You look around, and there's nobody in the barracks currently. I'd like you to roll a perception check quickly.
19, baby, 22.
God damn. Okay.
I'm so good at everything.
You stare around. you're fucking knocking it out of the park on the rolls today. I've got the opposite effect going.
I saw, dude, like both times. I can't see anymore, but I saw.
Yeah. And you look around and you see one bed that's kind of like hastily made. There's a little coat there, and in the pocket, just hanging out a tiny bit, is a little ring of keys.
As soon as I see these keys,
you slowly approach up to this coat, and you reach into the pocket, and out of them, you pull this ring of keys. And behind you, you hear the door hastily opening. What do you do?
I dive under the bed.
Okay.
No, I dive into the bed and I act like I'm still sleeping. I put the covers over me and I'm like, I start snoring. And I hug on to Sonny.
God, I need my keys. Hey, wake up. Hey. Hey. Come on.
I have the plague, soldier.
Plague?
Don't
There's
touch
no
me.
plague
Soldier,
right now.
if you touch me, you're gonna Catch it, I came under it just now.
Sir, are you okay?
Poisoned by the apples in the barrel, the wine in the cellar. Don't drink the wine, soldier, you'll be shitting for days.
Sir, okay, that's great and all, but why are you in my bed?
I picked the closest one. As soon as I got out of the bathroom, I fell. Soldier, can I borrow it? I'm so sorry, I can't move. I'm paralyzed. Soldier, my kidneys rapturing. Soldier, my liver. Soldier, my liver. I'm putting on a completely different voice, by the way.
I rolled that to everybody this time, but also, god damn it, I'm rolling so bad.
Yeah, you need to roll deception? There's no way I can
Yeah, roll
fail.
deception, roll deception.
26, dude!
I'm so sorry, listen, there's...
Just let me lay here for a while, soldier, please!
Listen, there's a thief around here. Have you seen my keys?
Sad. Soldier, the only thing I've seen in these recent hours is death itself. Death is trying to take me, soldier.
Oh, shit, okay, I'll have to look for him later. If you feel better, come to the dining room.
Go get him, soldier! I trust you with my life!
So, yes, sir, he gives you a salute and runs. There's no reason that should have worked, but the rolls just worked, man. Fuck it.
As soon as I hear the door, I come out from under the covers dramatically. That was a close one, Sonny. I'll just be more careful on our way back to the cellar. You did such a good job. I'm proud of you.
She gives you like a little joyful, or he gives you a little joyful kind of squeak, like a little...
If we're in the clear now, I'm back. I'm going back.
Yeah, so you head back towards the janitor's closet. Janitor still thankfully has not shown back up to his little abode. It's very nicely done here, you know. He has some posters up on the wall, little cot in the corner. He uses the mop for a blanket. Very, very lovely. And you crawl back into the cellar, where the door, your goal, awaits you.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Okay, I guess I'll just start trying the keys as soon as I get there.
Yeah, you know, let's just roll a general sleight of hand check here to see how well you put these keys in this lock.
I rolled a natural one! Why am I struggling to get it in the hole? God damn it, I'm such a gentleman, I can't take this door's virginity. Fucking hell.
I need consent.
Door, please allow me to penetrate the keyhole. Door!
It takes a while.
Jesus Christ. It's like
but eventually, you managed to get it in.
This steel door was harder than a chastity belt.
The first one, that is, and it's not the right key.
God damn it, dude.
And this keeps going for a little bit as you fumble around. Your hands are shaky. Right
trembling
now.
with excitement, bro. I can't even get it.
Until finally, you insert a large bronze key into it, and you slowly turn it, and you hear a little, and it begins to slide open towards you.
Yeah. At long last, Sonny. The plan has come to its finale. This is me pushing the door open.
It's a pull door.
Oh, fuck. Then my natural one coming back to bite me again. God damn it. It's a pull door.
You can hear your little Sonny snickering a little bit. Laughing at you. And you slowly make your way down these stairs into a sort of ruins. And as you make your way down, you see this sort of long stone cavern. At the end of it, you see a sword. Just sort of a regular sword, which is kind of weird because you weren't sure exactly what you were expecting, but the sword seems to be emanating this almost holy light off of it. And as you make your way down, you see the crypts, the tombs of other great priests who lived before the current one. Two on each side as you make your way towards this sword. And as you approach the sword, it's almost beckoning you. Like it wants you to grab it and take it into your grasp and see what happens.
How is it presented? Is it like shoved into stone, like sword in the stone, or like the fucking master sword, or how is it?
So it is very funny. I should have described this a little better. There's a single statue of a man who is sitting kind of stoically, arms at his chest, almost superhero like pose, looking up towards the sky. And he has a sheath on his hip where the sword is actually sheathed in right now. You don't know who this man is, though. You've never seen him in your life.
A wondrous discovery, Sonny. Do you feel that? The sword itself seems to call me. Beckons to be freed from the grasp of this family. And I'll start to with my left arm as if I'm grabbing it out of his sheath, and I'll just see if I can pull it out.
Okay. Yeah, you slowly reach out and you grab the hilt of the sword with your left hand, and slowly but surely it slides out of that sheath and begins to envelop the room with a blinding light. And as you grab the sword in your hand and you stare at it for a moment, you begin to see visions of things yet to come. Visions of camaraderie, visions of joy, visions of pain, visions of hope. You see two others with you, and in front of you, a giant monstrosity, the likes of which you've never seen before. But you feel a faith, a trust that you have with these other two. Like you could do anything with them. You see yourself in the future, helping people who are down on their luck. A man who's recently lost his wife, needing somebody to lean on. And with you, those two still. And as you hold this sword in your hands, it begins to burn in your hands, as if beckoning you, as if asking, is this the path you wish to choose? Do you want to bear the pain?
I guess. I mean, is it just a feeling, or are there words? It's just a feeling.
It's just a feeling. It's almost like there's no words. It's just like flashing images, and there's a little a burning sensation in your hands as you clasp this blade. It's just a feeling, like it's asking you a question, like the sword is trying to communicate with you.
As I'm holding it, I guess I can't see because it's all blind. I'm still getting it's still kind of white, or
you can't actually see the shape of this sword at all right now.
Then to myself, I think I can feel the power of this sword is blessed with a glorious burden, a burden of glorious and wondrous purpose, and I accept such a burden, if that is the path that I am destined to take.
And as you think this to yourself in your head, the light sort of begins to dim, and the sword, you see it takes the shape of a regular sword at first, and then it bursts out into small golden cubes, which slowly start to reassemble themselves from the bottom up into a different shape, one more representative of your soul. And if you would like to describe what the weapon looks like now.
Yeah, does it unsheath? Does it take my already blade that I was carrying away from me? Does that also go, or what happens to that?
Do you want it to, or it can?
Yeah, sure. I assume I've been using this sword for a very long time, so
yeah, sure. It takes your weapon too.
I imagine that one just glows and then bursts also into a blade.
It also bursts into these large these golden cubes and slowly begins to reconstruct into this new blade.
Yeah. Then as it takes form, you would see this almost like an S shape, or the sword itself takes this S shape as the hilt is curved, but the blade is hooked, and it looks like this radiating. The blade itself is this radiating mix of purple, pink, blue, almost like iridescent, a glowing iridescent gem-like blade with strings that are attached from the top of the blade down to the hilt of the sword. The actual handle below the hilt is this kind of almost black. It's a black and gold hilt with a curved circular base at the bottom, with a purple gemstone in that circular base. And overall, as the sword sort of reforms, it basically takes the form of a very beautiful heart blade.
Very awesome.
And it glows this golden glow before, at first, like this golden glow with like cackling, almost like lightning energy before it simmers down and takes its physical form. Like it's almost ethereal at first, and then it takes that form, while the strings themselves stay kind of that ethereal glow.
Yeah, there's still a very ethereal glow. Yeah. That's very cool. I love that.
And everyone will see the art of it eventually.
Yeah, there is art of this. So that will get posted with this episode. And as it settles down and the burning starts to dissipate in your hands, you kind of stare at your new weapon. The ground begins to shake a little bit. Not like a ton, but it is a hearty shake, and you kind of lose your balance a little bit as you're admiring your new sword that you've stolen from this family. Above you, you hear a door open and close. And the cellar door as well open as a man begins slowly climbing down the ladder.
Well, yeah, at first I'm like clutching the sword and looking at it, I have this bright fucking big smile, the monocle blown off my face. And then I hear the sound, and I immediately turn around and look to see, who's caught me in the act. Caught in 4K, bro. Who's caught me in 4K?
Yeah, so and down the stairs you hear the heavy footsteps of a man fully clad in armor, and he comes down, he notices that the cage is open, and he rushes down a little more, and he stares upon you, and you see this young man with long black hair going down past his shoulders, a little greasy at the moment. He's got this blue armor with white accents on it, and a sword and shield. It's a short sword and a shield with a sigil or an insignia that has a man bearing his sword towards the sun, which you would recognize as the sigil of the Dawn Guard. And you would recognize this young man as the youngest son of the Holy Family.
Oh.
And he comes down, and he says, well. When I heard Father got stabbed, I figured I might find some rats down here. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I guess I turn slowly to face as I'm still kind of like staring at the sword and like eyeing him back. And my expression is just kind of I don't even know how to describe it, but it is fucking, it's like a revelation has hit my face.
Where are your friends? I know it has to be one of you. Who stabbed him?
What matters is not who I am, but who I will become.
And at this moment, you feel this sort of power welling up inside of you, as if like it feels like it is a massive pressure in your chest, like it wants to be released towards something. And I'm gonna allow you to cast one spell of any spell you may know.
Yeah, baby! All right. Let me look.
Yeah, any spell from the list for Warlock or Bard, you may spell.
Yeah!
You do.
Yeah, dude! What's up, bitches? I'm a Bard lock! Yeah! I cast Suggestion.
Okay, what are you gonna tell him to do?
I point my sword towards him, and as I point my sword, you start to see like almost like the same kind of golden glowing ethereal energy that was surrounding the sword starts to swirl up the black coat of the arm, and the hair starts to blow a little bit back as if it's taking new form. And I point my sword towards him and I say, "My good boy, if you value your life, you will lay down your weapon and let me pass."
He's gonna roll a wisdom saving throw.
The DC,
What's the DC?
16.
And you see this man, he stares at you with this sort of fervent intensity, and his blade still at the ready. And slowly, he begins to put his sword down towards the ground, and he drops it, and he steps aside, as you begin to move past him, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, as he points down his weapon, I will like flourish it in that kind of like spinny way, and then I will basically hold it a reverse and then put it towards my side so the blade end is kind of like hugging the back of the arm. And I nod, still smiling. Very wise choice. I'll be going.
And as he puts down his weapon and he stands aside and he's like, the blade of the Holy Grail. Surely I stand no chance. He slowly steps aside, leaving the doorway open for you to proceed through.
I kind of set Sunny down behind me to walk, and as I do, I say, what a fitting name, isn't it, Sunny?
Just like a high-pitched squeak, like almost of excitement from Sunny.
Basically, as I'm going, I'm almost emitting this kind of like golden ethereal energy off my person, and things are just slowly being kind of... You'll see.
Yeah, you ascend up the stairs out of this little cellar, and return to the janitor's closet. And outside, there are guards hustling and bustling, all of them heading out of the house, actually, and towards the great cathedral.
Oh, right, because he was stabbed.
Yes. and you have a very clear way out right now, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, at first, I'll leave. I'll blend in and then dip.
Mm-hmm.
As swiftly as I can. And maybe, I don't know, I mean, where can I go?
You want a perception check?
Yeah, if there's like a way that's maybe above to get a view of like the church on a hill or something. Or sorry, that's performance. Don't take that roll. Take
I won't take that roll.
The six. I rolled a 6.
Okay. You want to get high up right now?
Just away from where I just pulled off the heist. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe where I can overlook and see what's going on.
For sure.
Somewhere with a really good backdrop.
Well, this is gonna be very interesting. Well, you get out of the house very quickly. You kind of push your way through the double marble doors again. The guards at the front gate are nowhere to be seen again, as they're on the hunt for somebody, which surely is not you, because you did not stab anybody on this heist.
I mean, that's subconsciously in my mind, but totally not what I'm focused on. I'm so focused on the power of this that I have just grown into. I have power. I have the power. Bro. The power of the babe.
As you open the doors to outside, you notice that it's much darker outside than you had left it.
I'm a fucking wizard, dude. What?
It is a almost twilight darkness out.
Wow.
But you're too focused on everything that just happened to you within that building, and you run across the street and you actually notice, there's a nice little building that you're able to climb up off a little iron pipe up to the top off a grate, if you wanted to get a better look at what was going on. Mm-hmm. So do you want to just do athletics, I guess, or acrobatics to climb up?
21.
21? Okay, yeah, you climb up with no issue, and you stand upon this building overlooking the job well done, and off to the right you see the cathedral, and there are people outside panicking. There's one man, a very large guy wearing the same armor as the man you saw in the basement there in the ruins, pointing people around, commanding them what to do, as a young woman with long blonde hair and a very furry dress is kneeling over the assumed dead corpse of who you would recognize as the great priest. Around you begin to notice that the panic is not only just within the confines of the cathedral, as people around are also running away from the courtyard of the castle. And as you look off towards that way, you begin to notice, as you look across the horizon, that the sky, what used to be, all the stars, all the sky, the clouds, nothing. A void where it once was. As you hear the sound of crushing buildings against each other, and you hear a very soft distance. Oh.
Which monster? Never mind. Wait, dude. I'm not going towards that sound.
I don't know how much you know about Charlie's character.
No, I don't, but I know that was part of it.
And as you're looking up towards the sky, now filled with almost a beautiful nothingness, just pure emptiness, is there anything you would like to do?
Does it feel like do I get the sense, like, did I cause this?
No. Well, you can't tell.
Okay.
The timing is certainly very coincidental. But there are several things that happened today that could have caused this.
The power of the sun in the palm of I thought I stole the sun or something.
In the palm of my hand.
As I hold the blade, I say the power of the sun. Kidding, I'm not gonna do that. Anyways, yeah, I guess I sort of Spider-Man squat down on the spire or wherever I got high up.
And Sunny kind of like crawls out from underneath your cloak and sits next to you.
Sunny. It appears that something grimace has taken place on this day. Though, despite that, I feel a great sense of inspiration, beauty, and hope. Sunny, I think I have finally found my own path. I know it takes some getting used to, Sunny, but this is going to be the last time that I change.
And Sunny just kind of like pokes her head into you and kind of like rubs you side to side with her head, like kind of almost petting himself, and cuddles up next to you.
The visions I saw when grabbing this blade. It is like I have seen. It is like I have taken a step closer to the truth. I will always remember Raoul Leblanc. And as I say that, you start to see the features and the clothing of, and this golden ethereal shift, you know, of like arcane energy that starts to just almost like glitter or like a Tinkerbell type of magic, like just a smooth transition from top to bottom. The entire appearance of Raoul Leblanc change. As I stand up and after smiling to Sunny, and I hold the blade out, sort of like in front of me as this is happening. Close my eyes and I see the person who I saw in the visions with the other two people I must be destined to meet. And you all would see the black hair turn into this almost white with opalescent coloring hair. So basically like white hair with shades of pink and blue and gold. As it, the bangs no longer go across the eye, but instead are tied up to the back into a ponytail with the back of the hair still flowing down and a little bit of the bangs flowing over the sides. And he opens his eyes, and instead of the bright blue, you see these like iridescent colored, multicolored eyes. Instead of this more like masculine, very straight edged and chiseled face, his face takes the form of a much softer androgynous look with the iridescent eyes and very long eyelashes, and he wears this kind of like black and gold earring that has a bit of an ornament that dangles down on the side, and coming out of his hair, you know, his head forms these two horns, one of them sort of broken down the middle, taking this chipped look, and the other one is they're both also iridescent gem-like horns. The black coat with the long accentuated collar starts to fade into this very celestial black, purple, and gold outfit with hints of light blue in the pattern. It's this long sort of overcoat that has transparent, very wavy, bellowing sleeves. And underneath that is this tight, sort of sleeveless black with a gold collar that also kind of opens on the back as well. I mean, you'll see the art on Patreon, but everything's black and gold. He has black gold bands on his arm. His whole entire body, the stature just sort of like slims down into a more lithe and slimmer body type, and he's got these like golden tattoos or designs that get imprinted on his skin of the sun and other celestial tattoos with many accessories on the wrist, and then he has a black and gold glove on the other hand, and this all goes down into these white dress pants and these very, I'm just gonna say, funky designed like thigh-high boots, black and gold boots that are heeled with purple bottoms, and it matches the same color scheme of the sword. And as this kind of transformation, which takes, just about a minute, forms, he turns around with Sunny at his back foot, and you can see the back of this long overcoat, this cloak, if you will, has the symbol of a sun, as the solstice sun, with a crescent moon in the middle. And more of these sort of, I guess, solstice or celestial type patterns down the coat. Kind of like a tapestry, but like a celestial solstice tapestry. The inside of the coat being like this light purple. And he looks down at Sunny after this transformation is complete, and holds out the blade and smiles and brings it close, and then just kind of like strums the strings.
And just makes this beautiful tone just comes out of it, perfectly tuned in the key of C, the most commonly used one.
Sunny, I'll introduce myself for the last time. My name is Rumi, and we will set on this path together to rid this world of the vileness that corrupts it, and bring everyone into a place of equality, to a place of fairness, to a place of peace.
I like that. As you say that, and you stand up and look off towards an empty horizon, Ral, having become Rumi, with a new sense of purpose,
And
you start
power.
climbing. And power. Do I look like I need your power? You begin to descend off the roof of this building and make your way to wherever fate may take you, I suppose. And
A
as
god
you
steps on the earth of this day.
And as our god takes his first steps on solid ground, that is where we're going to end this session.
Woo!
And that is
Cool.
where Rumi is going to level up to level 6.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo! I'll roll hit points. How do I do that? I just add like one. I do the warlock hit points, which is what I just took. So it's just another 1d8.
Yeah, so D8.
I'll do that right now, guys. Live here on the Patreon. Roll to everybody. And do we roll? Oh, 7! Woo!
Ooh,
Look at me.
big
I'm gonna have
rolls.
47 health now. Let's go.
Not bad.
28 plus 7. All right. That was awesome, man.
Yeah, dude, I'm
mean
glad. We just have one more session to go now with Bizly here, and then from there, that's when the campaign starts proper.
Guys, I want to tell you something. Only you patrons are gonna know. Bizly's character doesn't want to laugh,
Oh,
but I have spells that magically make people laugh.
that is so funny. That is so funny. Because you know what? So when we were in Texas for Just Roll With It week, I was in the car with Bizly at one point, driving somewhere, maybe to a grocery store, and he mentioned to me that in my campaign, he didn't want his character to laugh at all, and I bet him $20, 20 hard, stone cold buckaroos, that he would laugh at least once during my campaign.
Dude,
That's on the table right now. You'll know. So patrons, you'll know if I just got $20 richer.
You should do it, because if I do it, I'll be evil. You should use in his session. You should make it as fucking like his biggest secret is that he laughed once in his life and it was magic. All right, well, thank you guys for listening. I hope you like Raoul LeBlanc, and I hope you will like Rumi.
Who you
God
should
of the
see
New
next
World.
week. God of the New World.
Yeah, I know. I almost worry about posting the art with this session because I feel like people will see the art before they see this episode.
Yeah, true.
So it won't be more of a shock. So you guys will actually probably get the art with the first session.
With
or at least
the
a few
actual-
days after.
Yeah. This is probably, let's say a few days after. We'll put the official art up for all the characters, which I don't know if there's gonna be official art for the other characters. I don't know if they've done that yet. They plan to, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, sincerely. I'm glad you enjoyed Grizzly. It was a lot of fun to run
Dude,
this.
this is gonna be a really cool fucking world.
I'm excited to run it. I think these first sessions are a little like, again, a little jank because they're little backstory stuff, but like I think the actual plans I have for the campaign proper will be very fun to play.
Yeah, DMing, you get used to like talking, and then you just build more confidence. I think, yeah, just building more confidence with what you're saying is all. It's kind of like being an artist and like having confident strokes. And when you're a DM, you have the great ideas already. You should be confident in the ideas. It just takes practice to get confidence in how you.
And
Or
how I
how you-
present them.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Which was really good this session. I liked it a lot.
Awesome.
All right, guys, bye.
Bye. This is a very important piece of backstory once we start this session. So back during Just Roll With It week, the first one that we ever did, me and Bizly were in a car together. Me and Bizly were in a car together and we were talking, and he was talking about what he wanted to do for my campaign. And he told me at that moment, he wanted to be just this deep, grizzled man who never laughs.
Mm-hmm.
And right then and there, I bet him 20 bucks, 20 buckaroos, that during my mini campaign, that he would laugh at least once. At some point during our comedy podcast, he would laugh.
I won't do it.
We'll see about today. I don't have any goofy laughs on the meal today in the works, I guess. But tomorrow, when we meet Peter Sqloint.
Condi, we
Good
need to
luck.
establish some ground rules, okay?
Okay.
So me as myself, can I laugh? Can I laugh
Yes.
very out of role play scenarios? Outside of any role play,
So
me,
here's the
Bizly,
deal.
can laugh.
Before sessions and at parts when we're not role playing, you can laugh.
Okay.
Absolutely. But if you are role playing with Mr. Peter Sqloint and he says something and you go and you start laughing, that counts.
Okay.
Okay.
How about smiles?
Smiles, I will allow smiles. You had to let out a heart, like it has to be a hearty chuckle. At least you can do a ha. But if you stop yourself after that first ha, you're good. It's 2 ha's or more. And that's,
Okay, 2
that's
hands
when
or
you lose
more.
that $20.
Or if it's a very loud, if it peaks the mic, it's over.
Yeah, if you exhale through your nose loud enough to peak the microphone, then that's enough. That's it.
Yep. All right.
Those are the rules of our bet. And
I'm
I told
nervous.
him, yeah, you better be. That's $20 in my pocket
I
next
need
time we
that
see each other.
$20. I need it, Andy.
This isn't $20 PayPal. This is $20 into my hand in person.
Into your hand, slapped into your palm with
And
a
you know what, if you
hearty
make it through,
handshake.
You get some nice plastic money from Canada, you know?
I really want some of your loonies and toonies. I don't know if they're real or not, and if they are, I will maybe I'll give you $20 for them.
You know what? I'll bring some. I'll bring some as a souvenir.
I just
next
want to
time
see them.
you.
Loonies and toonies, come on.
They're wacky.
Come on, buddy.
There's
No
little-
way.
there's
No way,
little
pal.
guys.
No way,
They got
pal.
a goose on them. The bear.
All right.
There's a bear in the toonie.
I could defeat the bear as my
You
new
think you
character.
can fight the bear?
I could fight the bear.
I guess we can find out, huh?
On this episode, on this part of this episode,
Just roll.
on Just Roll With It. Let me sip my Coca-Cola. Let me sip my unlabeled soft drink.
Wow. Is that no-name brand soda?
Why, yes, it is Condifiction.
Pay
And
us.
Pay us.
A world born of the gods is doomed to die by them. Thus has rung true through the stories of Eld. But in those worlds that face odds that overwhelm, there are those that would stand strong and true to their ideals. Those who would cast aside their faith and fight back with all their might. those who would become Godslayers. The sound of swords clashing, a familiar tone to this household. For this household in particular has based their lives around strict training, and stricter yet, their devotion to the Pram, the 8 gods who assist in the ruling of Perveris. We zoom in from above onto 2 people fighting in front of a large marble building. One man clad in white armor with blue accents going down its arms and a larger blot of blue on his chest. His shield containing an insignia of the Dawn Guard. A man bearing his sword skyward, encompassed by the sun. An insignia that represents the Holy Family of Perveris. His face almost looks bored, as if he would rather be doing anything else. At this moment, and a single bead of sweat drips down onto his long black hair that drapes over his shoulders. And as he goes and swings up and riposts a sword, we turn around and we see Bizly, your character, if you would like to describe him.
You see, holding a double-bladed scimitar, kind of spinning the blade, is a man with a dark, earthy blue sash draped around his neck, and a cape of the same color flowing in the wind behind him. The blue fabric comes up to form a hood as well, resting over top a champion's helmet. This white steel forms what is reminiscent of a Spartan helmet. And with that space where his face is left, it is completely black, with the white glow of his eyes shining through. A blue outline forms around that space, and this blue shimmering in that light. Along the cape behind him is also the same insignia that you described. Lining his body is an assortment of white steel plates, covering a jet black bodysuit underneath.
Awesome. And at this point, I would also like you to roll initiative, as we're going to do a little bit of combat here at the start.
Exactly what I like to see. That's a 15 from me.
Then you are first, and you recognize this man across from you as your youngest brother, Arbith.
My little baby brother, Arbith. I am going to try and sweep down at his feet with this scimitar.
Okay, roll the hit.
That's an 8.
That would miss.
Okay.
Arbith sees you, like your eyes kind of dart down towards his feet, and you swing for it. And he kind of jumps over your double-bladed scimitar and gives you a little smirk. He's like, "Come on, that move again. You can come up with new stuff, right?" And is that your turn?
That'll be my turn.
Okay. And he is going to go and try to just thrust straight towards you with his short sword.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 16 to hit.
16 is not going to hit. As he comes in to go and stab towards it, with the other side of this scimitar, I'll kind of pull it around and move the blade to the side, kind of pushing it out. Your best offense will be your defense.
That's I'll have to prove you wrong sometime.
may try.
It's your turn again.
And that's going to be a 20, not natural, to hit.
That does hit.
So as I come in and push that out with the one side, I want to kind of spin the blade and slash it over down across the chest area. That is going to be 8 slashing damage.
You strike him true and clean right across the chest. He's thankfully well armored, so he's not actually taking any real damage. But it wins him a little bit as you strike him clean and rend his armor a little bit. God, that was a good one. Okay. Let me show you my best offense. And he comes and he tries to swing upwards down towards your armpit on your left arm.
Okay.
And he is going to roll natural 20.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. That's going to be 8 damage, actually.
And as it comes up, it would kind of like slash this kind of sash and cape, leaving a little tear in it.
Listen, you might be older than me, but I know that a best offense is a good offense. Thank you.
And that brings it to my turn.
That brings it back to you.
So if he comes up and kind of gets me in the armpit, I want to once again just kind of come down and slash forward towards him. But that is a 12 to hit.
Okay. So you wait. So like he catches.
Yeah, he
Okay,
catches me, and I kind of move around and then pull back
like,
and go
swing it
forward.
back. Yeah, so you have it clear in your mind what you're trying to do, but as you go and like swing forward and try to cleave him, you kind of stumble a little bit with your posture, missing him as he kind of steps back just barely. That would bring it back to his turn. Come on, you're gonna have to aim better than that, brother. And he rolls not good. That is a 13.
13 is going to miss.
Your anger will betray you.
And yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Listen, let's just get this over with, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of go step around him, and let me see if I hit this before I start describing something cool.
Absolutely.
18.
That does hit, yes.
Okay, so I want to step around and go and try and like slice at the back of his legs, and I do want to smite with this.
Okay.
So that's 10 damage, 10 slashing.
10 slashing damage?
10 slashing damage, and technically 10 radiant damage.
God damn. That's good.
You must focus your balance.
So yeah, you like slide behind him, you said, and like go and slash at like the back of the knees kind of deal.
Right back there, kind of take him off balance.
How this ends up looking is he goes to kind of stab at you, and you catch the blade in your armpit and you push it down and swing your back around him and swing towards the back of his knees as he kind of falls down to his knees like, ah, shit. Okay, I yield. God.
I hold the blade to his neck for a moment.
Your anger would have been your end. You must control your rage.
And I like kind of brandish the blade and put it behind me.
Not even that angry, man. I just don't want to be here right now. Ugh.
You wish to be somewhere else.
I mean, in my room reading my magazine, maybe, you know?
Your training is important.
I know. Father says that every day.
But do you know why?
Why? He's a younger man. He's like in his late adolescence, like young adult territory, probably 17, 18 years old. Probably like 5 years your junior.
Arbeth, we serve the gods. We must never put down the blade. If we fail, all of them will be lost.
I know. It's just hard sometimes. You know, it feels like I can't have my own life outside of this. I mean, like, I'm grateful every day for being born into the Holy Family, but sometimes it just is a lot. Sometimes I just wish I wasn't.
Understand, young one. You give your life, so others may have theirs.
Roll persuasion.
16.
He sort of kind of like looks down and starts to like stand up a little bit solemnly. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Ours is a noble cause. Remember this.
Those people out there wouldn't be able to celebrate the right of choosing. Not for us, I guess.
We keep these people free. Safe.
Yeah. Thank you. Maybe a little different perspective is what I needed. Anyways, I need to go study a little bit. Father will be pissed if I don't at least get that done today.
Yes. Tend to your reading.
Okay, thank you for the training. And he starts to run into the marble building.
I just kind of stand stoically and nod at him.
And as you watch him kind of run in there, a little quickly, you know, you actually spot out of the corner of your eye, kind of leaning back and watching you guys from sort of this marble pillar with like small indents in it, kind of like what you'd see in Rome, sort of deal. You see your other brother, or one of your other brothers, that is. You'd recognize Aimer on guard. He's a younger, mid-20s, sort of half elf, or full elf. Yeah, so he has like very, very short, spiked up, kind of gelled, crimson red hair. And he's the brother that's always getting into trouble. You'd know this. He's never up to any good. He's always taking his studies not too seriously, and sneaking out, doing bad things, you know. And he's laughing like,
I look over
"Let's
to
take
him.
this stuff way too seriously."
I don't suppose you're here to train.
Hell no. What do you mean? I've trained enough. I could take you right now, actually. But I don't want to.
Your arrogance will bring you to your end.
Yeah, that is something you'd say, isn't it? Listen, when was the last time we actually saw combat? Huh?
It's
Tell me
been long,
things.
but the noblest of warriors seek only peace. You would understand this if you were one.
Yeah, that life just isn't for me. I gotta say, just a little bit boring. That said, I've been thinking about maybe spicing things up around here lately.
Spicing.
Yeah, you know, turn up the heat. Just a tiny bit.
Your manner of speak confuses me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm gonna do something that father wouldn't like. I know, listen, you're kind of a stick in the mud, alright? But I think this might interest you.
Brother, everything you do is something father wouldn't like. This is not news to me.
That's true.
What is it you seek?
Well, you know, I've always been curious about you. And I figure father knows more than we ever would. So maybe if we snuck in his room,
That is
we could
forbidden.
find something out. Yeah, but when has that ever stopped me? He kind of chuckles and kicks the dirt. Listen, I'm doing this without you or with you, so I mean...
What do I stand to gain from standing against our father?
Nothing, but you can always just say you were making sure I didn't do anything too bad.
Father would be...
I almost want to make you roll a persuasion check.
You want me to?
If you have the sheet up, fuck yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Is
I have
that-
like a sheet up that I use for general.
Maybe I should do like insight.
Yeah, insight it. I mean, he just wants you to come along because he's...
Fucking natural one.
Oh shit, okay, well...
I am sure father would rather.
One second, let me
assisted
just take
you.
a picture of this.
What is it? Is it a natural 20?
It's-
Is it a natural 20? Oh, you fucker. Oh, you fucker.
You gotta... Listen, you gotta live a little, Thanatos.
Father would much prefer I was there to make sure your doings were just, even in your mischievous state.
I'm sure, yeah. Whatever you need to tell yourself, come on.
I shall accompany you.
And he starts walking. He's snickering to himself at this point. I don't think he thought it would work.
Natural 1 versus a natural 20? Bro, I gotta go. I'm going wherever this guy wants me to.
Yeah, absolutely. So you start strolling, like making your way inside, and as you walk in, it's the same sight you're used to as always. It's this grand hall with a diamond chandelier above you, tiled floors kind of sprawled out in a black and white pattern all the way across, with two sort of curved staircases leading upstairs, which is exactly where you're going in this case. And as you begin making your way up these curved staircases, you see your third and final brother. A lot of brothers here. You would know this to be Ranar, who's sort of a hot-headed man who takes his duty very seriously. And he stares at you with Amar, and he gives you just kind of a puzzled look. He raises an eyebrow at you and approaches you guys. He's like, "Hey, you guys up to?" He's looking at you specifically, like he has piercing eyes on you.
Nothing of your concern, Raynar.
Better not be. Listen, you know it's the day of the first day of the rite of choosing. All right, we can't have anything go wrong today.
I am well
Father will be
aware
pissed.
of the day. Step aside.
Promise me you're not getting in any trouble.
I am
It's
here
your head on
solely
my sword.
to prevent the trouble. Your sword will not need unsheathing today.
Shit. Amar, I swear to God, if you're doing something right now, I am going to kill you. Listen, brother, I wouldn't do anything of this sort. Fucking watch yourself. And he walks down the stairs, looking back over his shoulder at you guys. He doesn't like you. I mean, that's something that's always been obvious. He's not a big fan of you as a person, since the day you were adopted.
His empty threats mean nothing to me.
I don't think it could be you anyway. I mean, you know how it is.
We would surely try, given the chance.
you've got sort of a natural advantage going on.
Sure.
And you
Even
continue
then,
up.
he is formidable.
He does train a lot. Waste of time. And you walk up a second set of staircases towards the master bedroom of this mansion of pure marble. Aimer kind of sits there and he looks around. He's like, okay, 1 second, this will take a minute. And he sits down and he starts trying to pick the lock. And make sure nobody's coming around right now, okay? They can't see us do this.
I do not feel good about this.
No, it's fine, trust me.
Worry plagues me. What do you seek?
I just want to know the secrets. I mean, like, he's got to have some, right? He's the high priest.
Surely he keeps some to himself. But I trust him. It is surely for good reason. However,
I mean, we're his family, though. We should be allowed to know.
I will attempt to keep the peace. So I will guard the area.
And he kind of, like, fiddles around with the lock for a good, like, 30 seconds until finally you hear a little... And, the door swings open a little bit. It's like, yes. Listen, I'm glad I have you along for this. This is gonna be awesome. And he swings it open fully, and inside you see just an incredibly decadent bedroom. You know, the bed is just like a soft cloth that's made of red and gold, like red with gold garnishes on it, with sort of a translucent sort of fabric that hangs down over it. It's sort of like a bed sheet that goes around. I forget what those are called. Either way, it's that. And there are bookshelves in the far end, left, like all the way from left to right. Dressers filled with just mostly priest clothes. Actually, like he has a lot of the same pair of clothing because he wears it all the time. And you walk into this room and there's nothing out of the ordinary, initially at least. Aimer looks around though, and he starts to try to take a peek, seeing if maybe there's something that we're missing. And it's like, what? This is boring. There's nothing here.
I am unsure what you expected, Aimer.
Oh, come on, help me look. I mean, like, this is the only place in the house we're not allowed to go. Why wouldn't we be allowed to go in here?
I will stand with you, but I will not rummage for our father's belongings. It is disrespectful.
Yeah, sure. And he keeps looking around until he kind of approaches the bookshelf a little bit, and he's poking around through those, and he notices one book in particular that is standing out. He's like, hey, Thaddeus, come here.
What have you found?
Look at this
I'll
book.
walk over towards him.
Look at it. Tell me this isn't suspicious.
I look at it.
It's just like, this book is a very different, like, the contours and the texture and even just the color is incredibly different. It just stands out. It's very obviously not a real book, and you'd assume it's actually more part of a mechanism at this point.
This does not appear to be a normal book.
I'm gonna pull it.
Wait,
And he has his hand on the book at this point. What?
I fear we should turn back.
Why?
Father is a
boring.
trustworthy man. We shan't
how
betray
can-
his trust.
Okay, but how can you be so sure? Maybe he has some deep, dark secret.
Father has been nothing but kind to me and to our people. Has treated you with fairness and respect.
That's what we think, but what if he's been, I don't know, dirty on the down low? I mean, wouldn't you want to know?
I wouldn't believe it.
Say what you will, he pulls down the book before you can do anything at that point. And as it does, you hear this mechanical whirring behind the bookshelf as the bookshelf slowly kind of pops and starts to swing open.
As that happens, I want to thrust my arm out in front of my brother and kind of pull him back just a little bit.
Okay.
Like away. Almost like a mom in the car when you gotta hit the brakes.
Would you like to roll a perception check?
9.
You catch a little glimpse of what's going on behind this bookshelf. And in the moment you see a medical table with mechanical parts kind of straddled around it, and on top of it a robot that looks incredibly familiar to you. In fact, one would say it almost looks just like you.
As I'm kind of holding him back with just this one arm, I'll move forward into the room, looking around. So as I walk in, is it a small room with just this medical table?
Yes, it's a very small room. It's mostly just this surgical table that has been used to kind of prod and look through this robot.
As I step forward, I kind of take notice more of this robotic head and pull the hood off of my helmet and kind of pull that helmet off and set it loudly down onto the table. And in the reflection of the white steel, see exactly what is in front of me. Which would be a kind of those large blue eyes in the center, with like just a normal kind of black steel head with two different like tubes going up the sides and a larger kind of chin thing. That's just a slightly different gray.
Did you know of this?
What, me? He looks in, he kind of like pauses, and he's a little shocked. No. What the hell?
Don't understand.
And do you observe it at all any closer?
Yeah, I wanna look a little deeper. I wanna look around the room. I wanna try and assess what's going on here. Why is this
for
here?
Sure. So you go up, I guess, and you start to examine this head, and as you touch it, just this pang of pain just rings through your head as suddenly static kind of fills your vision, and slowly you begin to see something. And before you, as this kind of white noise that fills your vision fades, you see a man covered in oil with very thick cloth all around him and a wrench. As he kind of pulls back, he's like and stretches a little bit. It's finally done. Project Thanatos. Hey buddy, you awake? And he's talking right to you at this point.
And I can interact with this memory?
You can interact, yes.
Hello.
Holy shit. It worked. And as you take a look around this room, it's like a mechanic shop. This man has been working hard day and night, and as you look to the left and right beside you, there are multiple, like several more robots just like you, warforged, each beside you. Do you remember anything from before?
No.
That's okay, that's an issue. Shit. Maybe I'll have to do something about it. Listen. Okay, all you need to know is you can't trust the gods. They're not what they seem. Okay? Whatever you do, your purpose in life, why I made you, is to stop them. Okay, do you And it cuts off, and the static kind of fills your eyes again as you kind of like come back to reality. Your head is just ringing out in this terrible pain.
I understand.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, you good? Thaddeus.
I grab him by like his kind of shirt there,
collar?
by his collar.
What do you know?
Hey, I don't know anything, I swear.
Project Thanatos.
What are you saying right now? I don't know what that is. I'm just as surprised as you are.
I kind of throw him back.
Ah! What the hell, Thaddeus? I don't know what's going on here.
I need answers.
I don't have them for you.
No, you wouldn't.
Okay.
But Father might.
At this point, I'll grab the head that was on the table and just rip it off from any other mechanical parts.
From the body, yeah.
Yeah, and carry it, dripping like little bits of oil out of it as I bring it over to find my father.
Of course. And Amer is there behind you for a little bit. He's like, hey, what are you doing? Where are you going?
I say nothing.
Hey, calm down. And you just kind of walk away from him, and he gets distracted as he hears somebody yelling. You can hear in the distance actually somebody's yelling, "Thief, thief, oh god, they're in the dining room, thief." But you obviously ignore it as you walk down through the garden out just outside of your house towards the cathedral. You know your father would be in there performing his rites. And as you're walking through, you see your sister, who's very downtrodden right now. She looks very upset, but I assume you pay her no mind.
I stop and look over to her for just a moment with no helmet on at this point. Just look over to her.
Yuri,
Thaddeus, hey.
you must leave this place. Now.
What do you mean?
I say nothing else and continue to walk.
Thaddeus? She looks at you. And she kind of starts running towards the house, or not running, but or a hurried walk towards the house.
Sure, she's soccer mom in it.
Yeah, exactly. Soccer mom in it. And you reach the cathedral. There are a bunch of guards out towards the front entrance of the cathedral, but you are well behind where they are at this point, because you are in the house and the family. So you have free access. And this cathedral has just a massive glass stained mural on the front of it with two fine oak double doors that you just push open slowly as you see your father bent over on the, I forget what it's called, the thing you put a book on, like in a
pedestal?
chapel. Yeah, a pedestal. Yeah, over a pedestal, working away.
I wanna just roll the head over towards him and shout,
Durian! Explain yourself at once.
I don't know how many times I had to tell you I can't. And he pauses mid-sentence as he's turning around, and he sees this robotic head rolling towards him on the ground. He's like, no. You weren't supposed to find that.
Aimer's antics have led me to a discovery.
Aimer.
You have but a short time to make sense of this.
He kind of takes a deep breath in and exhales very lightly. And this man before you, he's like an older middle-aged man with very short white hair, almost balding, around the front of it. His hairline's a little bit receding. He's draped in this white cloak that goes down past his arms and all the way down to his feet, and even kind of sags a little bit past his feet. And he stares at you. He takes a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And he's like, I knew this day would come someday. I just had hoped it not be so soon. And as he does, he reaches down underneath the pedestal and he pulls out a great sword. If this is your choice, Thaddeus, then you must face me now. But there's no proper explanation I can give you for that.
Foolish man. You have trained a weapon. One that will take you from this world. I give you one more chance. Before I hold your head in my hand, as you have held mine.
I was just trying to protect this world. The gods. Ever since the day I found you, you've been nothing but a threat to them. I couldn't let you out of my sight. And he kind of looks down at the ground. So it's hard to tell how sincere he is. But
I'd like to insight check.
Yeah, sure, hit him.
14.
14? Yeah, that's enough. He seems like there's a amount of truth to what he's saying, for sure.
There's a degree of truth, but
yes. As you're seeing this degree of truth, I guess, your head once again pangs out in pain as static clouds your vision once more. And you go back to a time and hear a man yelling, "Come on, we have to kill him, now! He's too dangerous to be kept alive. We're lucky enough he was in a weakened state when we found him." And you look up and you can't move your body at this point. But you see there, Durian above you. And he stares down at you, almost with a pity in his eyes. He says, "No. I must study this one. Find its purpose. If he truly intends to kill our gods, then I must make sure he does not do that. Maybe we can use him. You're insane. Why would you do that? It's what I must do. And you kind of cloud back towards to the future, or to the present again, as he gears himself, as he gets ready and roll initiative at this point, because he's gonna fight.
Okay. It's just a flat 4.
You got a 6. Bad rolls today. As he looks up to you and he steels himself for combat, and he comes running down. He's like, I cannot allow you to delay this ritual any further. And he comes up and he takes this giant sword and slashes it down across your shoulder, like your chest. And that is going to be 17.
17 is not gonna hit. As he comes down with this blade, I'll immediately pull out my double-bladed scimitar and hold it up and block the blade entirely and kind of clash with him.
Foolish child.
You sought to use me! You knew my purpose!
Your purpose was dangerous to this world. Child. I wanted to give you a new one. And it's your turn now.
I am going to... That's a 10 to hit.
It's a 10 that doesn't hit.
I guess I'll try and pull down from the clash and go for a slash across the face if I can.
Yeah, so you pull down from the slash and you go for a slash across the face, and just like it nicks him a little bit, but it doesn't actually do any real damage. Like he just has a little cut there. It's dripping a little bit of blood at this point, on his right cheek now. And he looks at you. He's like, "You don't need to do this."
I believe I do.
God's damned it.
You sought not to give me a purpose, but to use me as a weapon.
And as you say that, he's going to take his sword and kind of swing it around, almost 360, as he puts his entire body into slamming it into you. It's a natural 20.
Okay.
It's not too bad though. That's gonna be 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
Yeah. So he takes a sword from down around on the ground. He grabs it, and with his entire body, he thrusts in, and using centrifugal force, it just clashes across your arm, and your body sort of crunches up as it impacts the side of your body. And you get knocked back a solid 3 feet from his sword towards one of the chairs in this cathedral, and we're back onto your turn.
I'm going to, as he kind of crunches up, I wanna grab the sword and kind of pull it out of me, and then come over top and kind of slash at his neck.
You saw me as nothing but a tool.
And he braces himself for this impact.
Fuck, man.
Damn it. And he nimbly dodges to the side. It's like, no, it's not like that, I swear. 20 long years you've been here.
Then what is it like, Durian Dawn Guard?
And he takes another swing at you at this point, and that's not gonna hit. 17.
How does he go to slash?
So with this one, he kind of grabs it and he knees it up with his, he has it in front of him, and he knees it up into the air with it and swings it down on top of you.
At this point, I think I would hold my arm up and it would cut down past the plates, and you could see some of exposed wires coming from it, but not actually
but not
hurting me.
Damaged.
Yeah.
20 long years you've been my son now. I trained you as my son.
I was never your son. I was only your tool, and I will no longer be used.
And it's back to your turn.
I wanna go in for just a stab at his stomach.
Absolutely.
23.
That hits.
Let's go.
That
And
hits.
I want to smite on this one.
Absolutely. I think it'd be really fun to flavor it as if it was robot whirring as you supercharge it or something if you wanted to.
Yeah, so you hear the sounds of the mechanical gears turning, or the mechanics whirring in my arm as I kind of rear back and slam this blade into his stomach area. And that's going to be, in total, that's 17 damage as I do 10 of that radiant damage.
You strike true. You stab him straight through the gut, sort of around the kidney area. He's damn it. And he kind of pushes you off. He kicks you off of him, and the sword kind of pulls out as he steps back towards his little pedestal. And at this point, the sun is in such a position now that this the painted glass, what's it called? That's
It's like stained glass.
Stained glass. The stained glass is sort of encompassing the room in different colors, and he is cloaked in this beautiful, peaceful blue from the armor of the man, and you are cloaked in a red from the sun. As he stares up at you, and he's like, "Very well. If this is the fate that you sow, you must be full prepared to reap it."
I am prepared for what is to come.
And he starts to kind of recompose himself a little bit as he uses second wind to heal a little bit of health.
You seek to protect your gods from me, but your gods will not protect you from my blade.
And he re-steals himself at this point, and he starts sprinting at you, the blade kind of sprawling around the ground as he kind of slashes upwards towards you. That 8 to hit.
Nope. I simply take a defensive stance and step out of the way and let his own momentum take him.
And with his momentum, though, as it swings around, he manages to catch it and comes in for a second attack now.
Okay.
With the sword, this time coming down across, towards your neck, going downwards across your chest. And that's going to be 21 to hit.
21's gonna hit, yes.
Okay, and that's going to be 6 damage.
It'll be.
I would also like to remind you that you too have 2 attacks.
Oh, fucking. My fault. I'm just third
All
imposter
good.
over here. God damn it.
All good, man. You're going to need him at this point because he's going to use 2 against you.
I fucking forgot, bro. I'm used to Chip. Chip just kind of do shit. Well, he got 2
He just
attacks
kinda
too.
do stuff.
I'm doing my best over here.
You know, this
Viewers.
is how D&D goes. Bizly get new character sheet.
Bizly forget everything. I want to go in for another kind of slash on him, but before I do, I look to him and I say,
My only regret is that your sons will mourn you.
They will have no time to do such.
and I want to go for that first slash on him, and that's going to be 15 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. And I'm going to go in for my second one over the top of the other side. That's going to be a 11 to hit.
That one doesn't. That barely misses.
That's going to do 10 damage.
He's definitely looking a little bit fucked up. Like not on death's door or anything, but he's hurting at this point. He also doesn't have. He's not like well armored or anything. He has very light armor on, with just like basically just regular cloth. Like it's not a lot. So you're able to hit him generally easily. And he's sitting there taking a deep breath. He's like, my sons will have no such time to mourn my loss. For they too will have to strike you down someday.
If they stand in the way of my mission, my purpose, they will be struck down as well. Just as you will.
He picks up his sword, and he is gonna go for a solid slash straight across like the gut.
Okay.
And that is gonna be natural 1. With his injuries though, he kind of stumbles as he goes for a little slash, and he loses grip, and his sword is in one hand, and he loses his second attack at this point. And you definitely see an opening.
Is that he only does the one attack?
He only does one attack. Yeah, he got a natural 1. I'm gonna make him lose his second attack for that.
Although you may rest peacefully, Dorian, knowing that your gods will soon meet your same fate.
First attack is going to be a 12.
That does hit.
Second attack is going to be a natural 1. Whatever.
No,
Fucking whatever. Okay.
Dude, you're such a mixed bag today.
I know. That's 6 damage.
Do you want to describe it at all? Or?
It's pretty much just coming down and then slashing with the other side, but maybe missing that side and clashing with something.
Yeah, so like almost like a swing one way and then swing the other instantly kind of deal, because it's double-sided. That's cool. I like that. Your father at this point, or I guess if we're past that at this point, Durian, at this point he looks up at you almost in like a bout of desperation, and he is going to double down and grab the sword again with both hands and get his grip back on it and swing it back up towards you in hopes of striking true this time. That's gonna be 14.
Nope. I think it would be cool though if it did hit me and embed in me, but it didn't actually hurt me.
Yeah, absolutely. And then he's going to strike again, but this time he goes for a headbutt on you as the sword is sort of impaled into you, and that's only a 9 to hit.
Nope.
So he
slams and hits the metal of my head, and the whites of my eyes start to glow a more orange for a moment.
He's very desperate at this point, for sure. And we're back to your turn. Like, his breath is unsteady and not looking good.
I will say though, Orion, it was an honor to serve under who I thought you were.
That is who I am. You are but mistaken, my child.
First attack doesn't hit. Second attack doesn't hit.
Damn. He's sort of like panting there. Manages to like displant his sword out of your chest at this point.
Maybe I'm attacking a little more hesitantly now, like trying to push him off and go to stab him.
My son, yours is but one of 2 roots. I only wish to appease the gods, not kill them.
Your gods are foul.
And he at this point he dodges your attacks just barely. He's like stumbling a little bit, but he manages to avoid them because of your
yeah,
the little
my
bit
hesitance.
of hesitance. Yeah.
I once looked up to you. Praised you even. Maybe more than those gods.
He sort of laughs to himself a little bit as he rolls a 19. Does that hit?
Yes.
And he swings down on you, True, and it's at 8 damage. He kind of swings it up as he chugs like, ugh. I recognize that, my child. But if this is the route you must take, then I will put my all into stopping you.
Do what you must. But no, I was built for a purpose. And that purpose will be fulfilled.
And he misses his second attack.
Though they may go unheard, I will pray that your soul meets a desirable fate.
I'm gonna go for my 2 attacks.
Let's see the
Fucking Jesus Christ, man!
Dude, you are
I have rolled a
rolling so
1,
bad.
a 1, a 4, and a 3.
Let's see the second attack. Okay.
24 to hit. Jesus
That
Christ!
hits. That hits.
I'm
dude.
gonna
That-
smite this motherfucker.
Okay.
I'm pissed off at the dice in real life. All right, that is 8 slashing damage, and let's get some smite damage up in this
Let's
bitch.
see that smite damage, baby.
How much is that gonna be? Give me something good. 10 smite damage, or 10 robot damage.
Okay.
18 total.
10 strong robot damage. Okay. How do you want to do this?
Go in for my first attack and slash down at the ground and kind of look up at him over my shoulder.
There's a little bit of panic in his eyes as he sees kind of like the ferocious determination.
At this point, standing above him, this red light cascading on me and the blue on him just at that line. I look down at him.
Kneel. And accept your fate.
And he looks up at you and he realizes what's about to happen. And in his final moments here, he says, for what it's worth, you really were a son to me for all these years. I'm sorry it couldn't be any other way. I just pray you have the strength to tackle what comes next. As he kind of falls to one knee, just due to weakness. And how do you do this?
I will. You've trained me for it.
And I pull back, the mechanics whirring in my arm. You see the grip tighten on my scimitar, almost cracking the wood handle. As I come forward and slash right at his neck. And a shot of the ground as his head rolls onto it.
And his body falls limp to the ground as combat is ended. So yeah, you've just killed your father at this point.
I sheath my blade. I hold the head of him. I pick it up. And I walk over to the pedestal. And I place it firmly.
It stays there, true, flat on that pedestal where he was so diligently working only 20 minutes ago, surely.
I look up to the sky for a moment.
Ilatl, I pray to you one last time, asking you simply for the courage it will take to wipe you from this world.
And as you look up to the sky, and pray one last time to Ilatl, you start to notice little cracks and shifts in the sky as this strange shattering sound kind of pierces through the sky, and a void slowly begins to consume what was layer of the sky, leaving it in a pitch darkness. As if the gods were telling you, bring it on, motherfucker. Is there anything you like to do before
Said my piece.
you begin to walk out of your estate at this point, then, and make your way on the road, knowing not how you would tackle your goal, but sure well knowing that you would be the one to do it, to kill the gods that you once served. And as the last bit of sky gets swallowed up into this dark void, you hear shouting come from behind you as your brothers have found the body of their father. But you ignore it, and you walk on into the horizon of a forever twilight now. And that is where we're going to end this session.
That was fucking cool. That was metal as fuck, man.
I'm glad you liked
And not
it.
just because I'm metal, but holy shit, that was cool. I hope our friends over on Patreon really enjoyed this as much as I'm sure we all did. I definitely did, and I know
Well,
Charlie's been going crazy about it.
thing. Yeah. So I'm you know what? I'm excited to see how the first session goes now that these are all out of the way. Thank you guys so much for being patrons and being here for the first episode. Let me know your thoughts, please. I need to know thoughts. I will die if I don't know. Please, I'm begging you.
Let me know what you think of my most insanely hardcore character by far.
And yeah, thank you for being a patron. See you, fellas.
Why?
Bye, Tizen. Love you.
Autism specifically for you. I love you more than he does.
Aw, shit, man.